Hello, panel.
Hello.
How are you?
Hey, yep.
You lucky people.
How are you?
Fine.
What?
Shall I introduce you?
Nah.
Okay, then.
No, go on then.
Bringing up the rear because he loves it. Cockney Spock. You all right, mate?
Hey! Are you a sponge or a stone, sir? I'm always in the rear. That's best
Oh,
place to
Reverend
be.
tonight. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
so
Reverend.
you're
It's official
fine.
now.
We're here again. Yes.
I am a priest. I always bring up
You
the
are
rear
a
'cause I'm
priest. Yes.
I'm
Yes.
a man of the flying spaghetti monster.
You
Hello.
are, my friend. Demon. You all right, my friend?
Yes, I am. Although I'm desperately in need of a shower.
I
Luckily,
thought you were going to say something else then.
only my microphone picks up audio, so we're all right.
You've been stuck on that keyboard.
Hey, what was that?
You've been running and writing, sir.
Oh, I've been writing so hard. It's been like running.
Nice.
And new to the channel, Channel Virgin. PD Rich. Hello, sir.
Hey guys. Sorry, I'm not a Facebook. Sorry, I'm not a YouTube virgin though. I almost said Facebook though. Jesus, why am I saying Facebook? Got in the brain.
Stop digging, mate. Stop digging.
I know.
You're new to the channel, so yes, Channel Virgin. So you're good, yes? Everything good in PD Rich's world?
Yeah, fine. I was working on the pulse rifle today, so I finally got to get in the shed to prime something. I was like, oh my god, the weather's finally good for actually getting out and priming. So the pulse rifle's coming along.
Pulse rifle.
Oh, you make it. Oh, that's right. You're a model maker, aren't you?
I'll send Brown some images later.
Nice.
Doing a pulse rifle.
From which program?
I'm doing the Alien 3 one.
Oh.
The Dark Eve of Wayland Yutani version. And then I'm going to do the RMAT one with all the singing, dancing, light up counter.
Oh, man knows his onions. Wayland Yutani.
Boom. So you're a model maker?
Amateur, yeah.
We're all amateurs, mate.
Yeah, amateur or novice.
Amateurs.
Build all my own stuff. Yeah, it's just a hobby.
So what's in the armory? What have you built?
Oh, loads of things. I used to do Japanese swords as well because I'm part of the correct association in the UK to be into that kind of thing. Don't want to go too much into details of that, but yeah, I used to do refit, repair, and modify Japanese swords for people.
Wow.
Insured people.
Insured.
Yeah, or licensed if you want to say it that way.
So what guns have you made? Any others?
Oh, I've still got to do my Blade Runner blaster. I'm going to do that after the pulse rifle, but I've done loads of things. I mean, I've done hand phasers from Star Trek, all sorts of things. I mean, I haven't done many props, but I've done more models. I've got starships coming out my nose.
Ooh.
Oh, so you're a model builder. Very good.
Yeah.
Rayal Honis in the chat. Hello, sir. He goes, "You suck, dude." Yeah, we do suck.
Nice. Is that for me?
We do, mate. We do.
Got a fan in already. Fantastic.
Listen, mate. We suck and we know it. We're not one of these pretentious channels who don't think they do.
Mind you, just to add one letter, add an S to the end of that sentence, and it changes the whole meaning.
What? You suck, dudes, or us?
There you
suck.
go.
Us sucks.
There you got it.
You
the first
sucks.
time.
Yeah. Yeah. So today I just think we're just going to talk about the usual bollocks. You know, it is.
Don't say Blade Runner. I'll tell you what. Speaking of Blade Runner, I just got 2 more books in the post about Blade Runner. And it really got me thinking: is Deckard a replicant?
Did it have my little suspicion in it though? Is it like Rachel's not a replicant?
I like this. See, that's different, isn't it?
I hadn't got it from your video. I got it from. I thought, just a minute.
See, that'd be good. That'd be a really good. Yeah, that'd be a really good twist, wouldn't it? All the whole movie, they're trying to convince him that Rachel's a replicant when she's not actually.
She's something else.
Tyrell's niece.
Oh.
I think that's a twist worth putting in the forthcoming Blade Runner 2069. So, yep. She shows up. Oh, I was a human after all. I am Tyrell's niece.
She's old and grey.
Yeah, and the replicant baby killed her.
Ooh.
Kathleen Kennedy's a replicant.
Yes. Speaking of KK, shall we briefly mention it?
Yep. Let's go right into the Kathleen. Let's go deep into Kathleen.
Somebody tweeted from the Disney shareholders conflab, didn't they? that somebody had said, when are you sacking KK? Is that correct, Cockney?
Apparently so, according to my thorough journalistic research going on Twitter. Yes, basically. Apparently someone said, when you fuckers gonna get rid of that loss-making old hag? And then Bob Paycheck, the old slaphead himself, goes, fuck off, bollocks. We just make up for it by lying on our tax returns. Hello, IRS.
Yeah, I read on Variety just before we came on that apparently
the spice of life.
Somebody asked them about their kind of political persuasions, and he basically said they're there to entertain and they're in the middle in the political camp.
Jesus Christ.
So he's obviously lying through his front fucking teeth.
You can just imagine all the employees sitting at home watching it, can't you? And going, you absolute fucking lying bastard.
Yeah.
I mean, who are they convinced that they are really whiffing their own farts, aren't they? They just believe their own shit.
Something's going on. She must have fucking dirt on all of them.
Oh, there's definitely blackmail afoot, yeah.
I tell you, racist, white male, grey male, all the colours.
What is it called now?
What's the politically correct term for blackmail?
Just rainbow mail.
Grey post?
Yeah, grey post. I like it.
Yeah.
Grey mail.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
That could be a good movie. You got
grey mail. You've got grey mail.
Indeed. I'll tell you what. Mixing two hot news topics together. Did you see that footage of Prince Harry with Meghan Sparkle, the narcissist du jour herself, and he's talking to Bob Iger, going, "Oi, give my bitch a bit of work, will you? A bit of voiceover work. Otherwise, I'm going to get another fucking spanking." And someone caught it all on camera. It's doing the rounds on a bit of Twitter. Fantastic. I've never seen Bob Iger look so cornered. It's like two pretentious bullshit muppets having a conversation. I'm glad I don't go to those parties anymore. Know what I mean? Oh dear. Give us some work, Bob. Yeah. She does. Markle. She does voiceover work. Oh yeah, does she? Does she? He was saying in a non-committal way. I didn't know that. Yeah, you do know that now. Give us some work. Oh, fuck off. Charles isn't even your dad, you fucking ginger pods.
Jesus.
And that was that. I made some of that up. But
you did, mate.
All right,
you
problem.
did.
Problems in the chat.
Problem, did I send you a link? I don't know.
Did you send him a link?
I'm sure I did. Could somebody send him a link, please?
Oreo. Can't you always too big for his boots now? Can someone in the chat send problem? Can you send yourself a link, mate?
Swap shop. Could you send? I can't. It's just the technology is so fucking shite. I can't.
Have you got the toast on your Mac again?
I have. I've had to prop it up so the hot air.
You forgot the problem.
Sorry,
he's
mate.
going to raise the handsomeness quota by 38% just by showing
Demon,
up.
could you sort that out, please?
Yeah, it's Swap Shop, the Office Junior.
If
You make the cuppa, can you?
There.
Yeah, I haven't got him on the book of faces, so.
Swap shop.
I'm trying.
Right.
Somebody get the problem on. Okay, bummer.
Also, speaking of Markle.
Yep.
I see Piers Morgan's lost his job.
Has he really? Why is that?
Apparently, he was an outburst and saying he doesn't believe a word she said.
Oh, this is coming from the man that did a front page headline lying about the conduct of British squaddies. Fuck him.
Yeah.
So it's karma, isn't it? So he didn't get fired for that, but he got fired for an outburst.
Well, he's not fired. I think he's walked away.
Okay. Well, either way.
Because bearing in mind, how much was he on a year? £1 million a year?
Pretty much. On ITV.
Oh, here he is.
Fuck Marie. Is that a new magazine? Fuck.
Hello.
Oh, Markle, maybe that is. I think Real Madrid's got a couple of keys missing on his keyboard there. All right, problem.
Hello.
How's the stream gone?
Yeah, we just wrapped up. It's good. An excellent conversation with Daniel Leach and Charlotte Shields.
Talking about
everything under the sun.
Doctor identity, politics.
Bits of Blake 7, bits of culture and
politics,
common purpose, and you know.
By the way, problem. I've got a small bone to pick with you. I noticed on the stream you're boasting about all the priests you know, and you didn't mention me. Oh, I know Father Miller. This.
I mentioned your channel and Mr. Brown's channel.
Oh,
did you? Thank you very much.
Yeah, gave you a shout out. So
Good
yeah,
lad.
eat your
That's
words.
Never forget, I'm a legit priest.
Have you YouTubed your remastered version of your song yet?
I've uploaded the mastered version. It's now being processed
All right, okay.
and reviewed for release, which takes between 5 to 7 working days. So we'll see. It's coming.
Fucking scissoring.
Fucking scissoring.
So do you think it's not going to get censored?
Well, I had to click on there that it's got adult content,
Yeah.
So I don't see a problem with it. I mean, we'll see. I mean, I had an issue with the mastering, and I emailed them about it because it was clipping, and they emailed back. So they had to have listened to it to let me know what the problem was, and there was no issue there. So I think it'll be fine. We'll see. It has to be reviewed.
Are you excited?
Yeah, this is like my first single in like
2 weeks.
How long? About 14 years. So that's pretty crazy.
Wow,
Yeah.
very exciting. Yeah.
Yeah,
Have you,
just,
PD Rich? Have you heard his single?
Yeah, I have
Scissoring.
actually. I know, I've heard it. Az likes it, apparently. I quite like it as well. I'm just wondering what your go on. Yeah, I was just wondering what his problems were with the mastering. Did you set it to 16-bit or something?
No, I mean, because I kind of decided to try and master it myself. And I've always had a problem with mastering. So I decided to try and do that, but it wasn't getting to, because there's a square root thing that it has to work out. It has to be like -10 RMS. And I couldn't get it there, so I thought, well, if I put it through the mastering process through the AI, it will fix it. But it kind of clipped it, and then they said, no, you need to give more headroom. So I decided to kill my darling and uploaded the original mix without my mastering attempt on it, which took me all night. Well, I decided, no, fuck it, I'll go back to the stripped down original. And then it mastered. It sounds fine. So
yeah, just up the frequency to a higher hertage.
So I just
What's
left
the frequency,
that.
Kenneth?
I uploaded the 32-bit. So then and then obviously it will reduce it down to 16-bit WAV and whatever the 320
kbps,
whatever it is for the MP3. Yeah, so. It will be available for download and streaming soon.
Where will it be available to download from?
Spotify, you can stream it there. You'll be able to get it from iTunes, Amazon, and 75% of the proceeds will go to I think it's like Zack Snyder's anti-suicide suicide prevention charity. So,
That's as we just said about the Piers Morgan stuff. That's very topical at the moment. Suicidal talk, isn't it? Because he basically said he doesn't believe a word she said about it all.
Right.
And Mind have got involved now, haven't they? And
well, quite frankly, it's typical of the narcissist to talk about, I had suicidal thoughts as a kind of play for sympathy, which actually, to be honest, mocks the plight of people that are generally going through that situation. I mean, we've all thought about it casually, but it's when you take it to that next level. Yeah, so quite frankly, I think Michael's taken the piss. It's just saying it too casually. I've had suicidal thoughts. We've all had suicidal thoughts, love, but what we do is we try not to act on them, because tomorrow's another day to annoy people. That's my
Well, I think because the track's called Meltdown, and there's a lot of comments about how it's cheered people up and how they they can't stop listening to it and how it sort of makes them happy. And that was really kind of the thing, that the big takeaway for me was that it had a kind of profound effect. Really, I didn't expect it to have such a knock-on effect on people. You know, how people really latched onto it and it cheered them up. And you know, I'm not blowing my own trumpet, but that made me feel fantastic. Oh, fuck it! It made me feel happy. It made me feel happy that people got happiness from it, and you know, that's amazing. So for me alone, that was worth it. That was worth it more than anything. I think that was great. Yeah,
that is the joy of good art, of making good art.
Real Honis says he really has bad days. It looks like he kind of suffers from it. Yeah, it's just
so power through, people. Tomorrow's always another day to annoy folks.
It is, mate. I know it's kind of, we don't know Real Honis's circumstances, but it's shit, mate. But you've just got to.
We need you in the chat for a start, Real.
Yeah.
So you're part of the community, mate. So
can I just say for Real? It may be in a bit of a dip, but you can't have a trough without a peak, mate. So hang on a little bit.
Yeah, and don't forget, if you need to talk to any of us, you know, mate, you can find us on Twitter. Yeah, I'm more than happy to talk to people about, you know, anything that's going on. If you want to talk about stuff, hit me up at Being Problem, you know, or any of us, you know.
At Channel Slut at Problem.
Is cheap for a first date as well.
Yeah, very cheap.
I bet he's an expensive date. I bet he's got really highfalutin taste. Bet he likes all the blue.
Oh, that's true, actually.
All the best
shelters.
That
I'm fucking expensive.
Exactly. Where we going tonight? Problem. Oh no, we're too fancy.
The Ritz.
Just the Groucho. Yeah, then the Groucho, and then trip around the West End. Thanks very much.
Well, speaking of Ritz and Ritz crackers, how's your cheese, Cockney?
Oh, nicely
Cockney cheese.
Good segue. Yeah, apparently it's a cheesy video. I'm loving it. I've got some good feedback. In fact, even Lieutenant Sarvik was quite impressed, and she thinks I should do more lifestyle videos. So more for, but yeah, I love the blue cheese. What are you typing? Problem? Is it blue cheese?
I'm just in the private chat there.
I mean, Paul
Monsieur
LeBron trying to write.
Sorry.
He doesn't write when he's
carry on.
Tip, type.
Or Rich.
Fuck me. Things I do for you, Lee.
I know,
things I do for love.
Just bear with me, folks.
What if we don't? What if we bear without you? What if we unbear without you?
I don't know, mate.
With or without you. With or without you.
Right, I'm going to boot him off the channel now.
No, shout out to Brown though, because he came on my channel at short notice. Well, he was in the chat and I kept name dropping him. So exactly. Well, he just got it up.
Speaking of U2, you know the U2 album that they gave everybody for free?
Oh yeah, I had to delete that shit off my iTunes.
I've deleted it so many fucking times. It just keeps coming back.
like a rat.
It's not me, is it? It does keep coming back, doesn't it, guys?
Well, you have to pay not to have the album.
I remember when I actually used to buy U2 albums. I used to quite like them for a little while there.
And then they started believing their own
Star
bullshit.
Wars. Howdy,
Hello,
folks.
Club Star Wars.
G'day. All right there, Club Star Wars. Manchester.
Real Honis says, U2 and me too.
Oh yeah, it should be hashtag U2, the U2 movement. People that have assaulted themselves. Hashtag
I think
U2.
they really screwed the pooch. And look, if you're releasing an album without anyone having a say in it, like, you know, believe it or not, Bono, not everyone's a fan. I used to be a fan of U2 back in the Acton Baby Zero period.
Zero. Yeah, that was their peak.
That was it for me. That was the two albums I can take away that I can go, you know, I like those. Everything else, not so keen, to be honest.
Oh, that's a great song, is that?
Yeah,
fantastic.
The
that was their
Oakenfold
creative
remix.
piece for me.
Oh
what a song!
Daddy's gonna pay for your crash car.
Oh, I love that song. That's my favourite.
Was it that Pop Mart album? Was absolutely abysmal.
There was a couple of good songs on there. I went to their Pop Mart concert. I did a Rapid Speed with my friends, and it was like I was literally on one side of the stadium, then without my feet touching the ground, because my feet, I think, apart from the tips of my toes, touched the ground. But I was kind of through osmosis shifted through the crowd from the right side of the stadium to the left side and back to the middle again throughout the entire event. It was really
LSD
strange.
does that, mate.
No, it was just that was just, because the crowd was just undulating, so you just kind of like filtered through without even my feet touching the ground. It was bizarre, really strange. Not the best place to do a Rapid Speed, but I don't condone it, everyone.
Winners don't do drugs.
Back in the 90s. Well, some do.
Back then, anyway.
Especially if they're in a race,
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, like tell that to Lance Armstrong.
yeah, right.
Club Star Wars. Did you hear the Disney investors meeting, perchance? We've already talked about it, mate.
Yeah, we covered it. Done. Boom.
Well, no, not
Moved
all of
on.
it. Not all of it.
All right, let's go back into it.
Someone shouted
There's
out
more.
about Gina Carano, and also
Oh, right, okay.
yeah, there was something else as well. I can't remember what it was, but I saw it earlier on Twitter, and I
Mickey
just thought,
Mouse
"Whoa,
showed
I'll
up.
put this back later because this is going to be
Mickey Mouse.
paycheck's going to be real."
Today.
Club Star Wars. If you can give us some info in the chat, that'd be much appreciated. Because it seems to be kind of an ongoing thing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The more that comes out, the more intriguing it gets. It's more entertaining than their, film output.
I
So
think they're
thanks for the
approaching
entertainment,
point.
Disney. Just not the
Yeah,
one you
that's
expected.
entertaining.
What do you think, PD? What do you think to the entire situation? What's
I'm
going on?
starting to think that Star Trek is looking like the salvageable franchise now. Really? It's like, Disney just sunk like a rock. Doctor Who's almost dead and probably going to get cancelled. Oh, it's insane. And I think Star Trek's a salvageable one if they can get rid of Alex Kurtzman.
At least they've got time travel on their side in Star Trek. At least they can sort of go back and change.
Well,
things,
they're going to
right?
do that with Star Wars if we're led to believe.
Exactly.
Wow.
The veil of the bollocks.
Yeah, another contrivance, to screw, to work over the other contrivance from the other contrivance of the previous contrivance. Yeah.
Club Star Wars says, and KK is going to be around for years, according to Paycheck.
That was
Yeah.
after. That was
Well,
after.
Joy, all I can say is to the Disney and Lucasfilm investors, enjoy your diminishing returns.
Exactly. Sell shares now.
Yeah, apparently someone asked about firing Kathleen Kennedy's ass at the stockholders meeting. I'm reading.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah.
And there was also someone asked about Gina as well. I don't know what the exact questions were, so I need to find out.
I want to find out who said this if I'm a drink.
Yes.
Oh dear.
I mean, I really think the biggest takeaway from that interview that she had was really the thing that sort of just kind of cemented in my mind the reality of what goes on in Hollywood. And I had this conversation on Daniel's channel just now, which is the use of struggle sessions to force people into compliance. And that kind of just absolutely reaffirmed what I already believed to be the case at the BBC and Hollywood in general, is that the reason why they allow these things to go on at the cost of their corporations is through coercion, blackmail, and struggle sessions. The whole diversity training is a cover for activism to force companies into compliance through fear of humiliation, public outing, and all the rest of it.
What is a struggle session for the folks?
It's a Maoist. It's the communist Chinese form of mental torture, where they sit an individual down and they surround them in a group and then tell them that individual what's wrong with them and break them down.
Ooh.
And that's exactly what they were doing with that, attempt to have a Zoom session with Gina and 40 members of the LGBT.
She said no, didn't she? She said no.
She did, and rightly so. And I'm so glad she exposed that. I'm so happy with that. And I bet you that goes on throughout Hollywood and throughout the BBC all the time.
just forms of emotional torture to get people in line. Yeah,
that the more that is exposed, the better, because that shit needs to be recognized for what it is.
Do you think
who want to work in Hollywood with that kind of shit going on all the time? She made such the right decision of getting out and going with it.
Well, I mean that's Hollywood, you know, and the BBC is a cesspool. And because it's the cesspool, people are easily blackmailed. And because they're easily blackmailed, they are willing to sacrifice the company's name, the company's money, integrity, everything goes out the window for the self-interest, you know, to protect themselves from being exposed or humiliated on Twitter and cancelled and all the rest of it. So they comply through coercion, blackmail, and all the rest of it. And this kind of stuff goes on a lot. And that's the reason why Hollywood and BBC are where they're at, because, you know, the people in charge obviously got dirt on them, so they are doing everything they can to virtue signal, because if they don't, it will all come crashing down around them individually. That's definitely what's going on. 100%.
Club Star Wars struggle sessions were a form of public humiliation and torture used by the CC.
Still goes on today. Exactly, and that's why I call postmodernism post-Marxism, because they're using postmodernist theory, critical theory, as a cover for, you know, which is, you know, Foucault, Derrida, and Lyotard, and all these other very dead, very pale, stale male French philosophers were former Marxists. So they realized that the class war wasn't working. So they decided, let's jump ship and focus on intersectionality and interest groups, and then whip them up, because, you know, the working class didn't do as they were told. So this is it. That's why I call postmodernism post-Marxism, because they employ the same tactics, basically.
Yeah, seriously, you want to see the Gad Dad and Jordan B. Peterson video on that? They really go hell for leather on it. Go right down deep into the core. Brilliant video.
Yeah. I mean, I was aware of it before anyway.
Do you want to elaborate a little bit, PD?
Yeah, they just kind of broke it down. I can't go too deep into it because, you know, it would be there for they'd have a video running for 8 hours. But Gad Sad and Jordan B. Peterson went into it because they're both, you know, they're both pretty much psychologists. One's a business psychologist, and the other's a very well known psychologist in Canada and professor.
Right. Went
deep dive into this, and I just kind of found out it was existentialism that caused all this, trying to promote itself above the other sciences. It caused a massive issue.
It deconstructs science, it deconstructs philosophy, it deconstructs everything. It's a politicization of everything, and what Marxism, or what is better known as post-Marxism, does is it chucks out the last, you know, several hundred years of enlightenment to this, from an objective reality to a objective reality to a subjective reality. That's
an oxymoron. Reality. Yeah. I gave you one job. Reality. Be objective.
This is where you hear stupid terminology like "my truth."
Don't get me started, motherfucker. Think of oxymoron alert. Oh, yeah, I can't stand that.
It's an oxymoron, like social justice. It's like justice. If it's justice, doesn't need a prefix. Again, you know, my truth. What, you know? I mean, it's like either the truth or it's not the truth. You know,
exactly. Your truth.
Have my truth. You know,
your truth. Fuck off, hippie.
Equals 5. Yeah.
Swap Shop. Were you aware of all this that's going on? Are you a bit like me?
What you mean in the
yeah? Because literally, I only just woke up to woke at the beginning of last year, and it's like all this. It's just like
welcome aboard.
You thought
it's just like another level, isn't it?
The rabbit hole.
Brown
mate.
thought
you learn a couple of words, and then...
Mr. Brown, have you heard the expression "the long march through the institutions"?
You have.
I have now.
Right. Well, it's been a long held view that socialism, Marxism, communism, etc., has been marching through the institutions for years, decades. Well, they've done that. But now they've had to change. The leopard has changed its spots because Marxism is far too on the nose. So they use academia to refer to themselves as postmodernists, and oh no, it's completely different and removed from Marxism.
Marxism is
yeah, but it's the same.
Groucho Marx ended up giving up comedy and turning it into philosophy.
Oh, okay.
It is post Groucho Marx thinking. I could dance with you till the cows come home. Right, dance with the cows till you come home.
Club
Brown,
Star
did you used to
Wars.
think when first people said to you, but the term woke, were you like, oh, that's what I do at 10 o'clock?
No, I didn't at 10 o'clock back then. I woke at 6:15.
7. Club Star Wars in the chat says.
My question to you is, how do we fight this postmodern Marxist ideology? It seems these nutters have the upper hand right now.
Getting more subscribers to our channels, that's how. Because
By mocking
Awareness, I'd say.
This is
by
deep
mocking
tonight,
the
isn't it?
shit
Fucking
out
hell,
of it,
this is deep.
by talking about it, by laughing at it, by poking fun at it, by being critical of it. Just keep doing that. Never accept it. Always challenge it, and always send it up. The last thing that they can deal with is mockery and humor.
Yes.
And the one thing is about it is the philosophy of it is meant to be non-absolutist, non-authoritarian, but those who espouse it the most are the most ardent authoritarians and the most ardent absolutists. So even they don't understand it. And that's the hilarity of the situation. They've completely misunderstood the general tenets of it, which I find absolutely fucking hilarious because, as I said, it's not meant to be taken so strictly. It is supposed to be subjectivist, but because they've learnt how to use it to empower themselves and to change the power structure, they have made it authoritarian and absolutist. So not all the tenets of postmodernism is bad, but they've made it in such a way that you can't question it without being called a bigot and all the rest of it.
They've
very
weaponized
clever.
it, haven't they? Then
Yeah, but you must always face it for the stupidity that it is. The fact that they themselves don't understand it, and you need to point this out. If you actually go and just do a sort of general look at the general tenets of postmodernist theory, and how that the main proponents of this, they themselves say it's not meant to be taken as something that is authoritarian or absolutist. But the fact that it has become, you need to point out that they've misunderstood their own philosophy.
You've got to beat them at their own game. Now, for example, if they come up with an acronym, you come up with that. For example, remind me problem be? What's TERF?
Trans exclusionary feminist.
Right. Well, I think against them, I've got TERF avoiding radical trans folk. TART.
Nice.
Usually terms like TERF, which is used by activists to cause maximum damage to that person's integrity or their arguments. It's a catch-all term, and what it does is it's usually prefixed by kill all, right? So when someone calls you a TERF, they're actually saying that you need to die, and that's dangerous rhetoric, right? I mean, because that word is loaded, it is a slur. It's a slur against anyone who believes in biological reality, right? Or biological determinism. And so when people use that terminology, they're actually marking you for death. And that can't be something that, you can just sort of gloss over and, someone called me a TERF today. Oh, that's dangerous shit, because if I've seen plenty of examples on Twitter, for example, which they get away with all the time. It's bizarre. But yeah, usually it's like kill all TERFs, stuff like that. And like the term, fascist, or, you're literally Hilter or one of those things, you're a white supremacist and so on and so forth, is they're marking you out to be dogpiled on, cancelled, and ultimately put against the wall. That is something you need to be guarded, and that's exactly what Gina Carano was warning against, and she was right to do that. And speaking as someone who is of the tribe of Israel, using that analogy is absolutely correct. You must always use that event in history to be warned and guarded against it happening again. It doesn't happen to just Jews. It can happen to any group of people that gets othered and vilified. And right now, that is, people on the right or conservatives or even centrists or people who just happen to believe in biological determinism. You can't vilify people like that and get away with that, because this kind of ideology always ends the same way, at mass graves.
Boom. There you go. So that's why we must be vigilant.
Hello, Daniel. Daniel Leach is in the chat. Hello.
Hello,
Just
Daniel.
come off his
right,
stream.
Daniel.
Do check it out afterwards. We had an excellent conversation with me, Daniel and Charlotte. That was great.
I think all this is very, very upsetting.
It is. It should be. It should be
because make love, not war, as I always say.
I know.
Drop acid, not bombs.
That's the old divide and rule. This is how this current shift in political power and group identity. I'm an individualist. I believe in individual liberty. And I think
you can be nice to people. You can be nice to people. If you
but they don't want that, because they've had it. Look, I can understand if you've been bullied your entire life, or if you want to identify as a peanut or whatever.
Live and let live. Live and let live.
That's my philosophy. Yeah. But when they're trying to gain power to the extent that they want to overwrite their worldview on everyone else and to dictate to the majority of people in society what they can do.
Who are
what they?
That's the problem. Who the fuck are they?
They have a lot of power because they have a lot of things on certain people. A lot of these diversity and inclusion training seminars are usually done by activists, who go in there and say, I want £80,000 to have this diversity and inclusion session to train people into understanding this, that, and the other. No, thank you very much. We'll do that in-house if we need to do it, but we don't have a problem with that at the moment. Thank you, goodbye. No, you don't understand. You are going to have this inclusion and diversity training at £80,000 a pop. Otherwise, we will come after you on Twitter. We will destroy your reputation. I got photos of you and me last night. That kind of shit. That goes on a lot and mustn't be underestimated. Now, I just want to draw a line saying that this is not laying any particular eye on any particular group or all diversity and inclusion training, but it goes on a lot. A lot, I'll say that much.
Groups are an illusion. Communities are an illusion. It's ghettoization.
Yeah.
Someone actually said to a friend of mine, it was a communist on Twitter, he said, the cult of the individual is over. Now think about that. The cult of the individual. A cult of one person is over, right?
It's another oxymoron, isn't it?
And this is common thinking, or I say thinking, in modern communism and post-Marxism and all the rest of it. They actually believe that the individual is anathema. That's insane to me. Anathema.
An anathema.
Against all, everything. It's their belief, basically. It's a non-entity. It shouldn't exist. It's shall not be spoken of.
I cannot pretend, but this is a way above my level. No,
look, it's not an easy thing to come to grips with, but I mean, I've been keeping an eye on this for years, and I've been saying and speaking about this for a number of years. And people sort of laugh it off and think,
on this channel,
fucking conspiracy nut. But you know, it's transpired. So what can I say? You know,
PD, you got anything
validated.
to say about this?
Yeah, have you ever seen series 3 and 4 of Babylon 5?
Oh yes.
It's the Vorlons and the Shadows. You've got the far right on one side, the far left on the other side, and us in the middle trying to work out what the hell's going on. It's the
But
best
I mean,
thing.
if you're in the middle, it means you're on the side of the the far right, which is the evil bigots and the fascists.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, but you're the ones dictating that what people can do or not do or say. So
Exactly.
that kind of makes you the fascist, doesn't it? And it's funny, the people on the right are the ones talking about individual freedom, and it's the people on the left at the moment who are talking about collectivist identity and authoritarian views.
They are Marxist fascists. Well,
Yeah,
people seem
exactly.
to forget that where's the term Nazi come from? National Socialist. They were actually embracing left and right. That actually is literally the root of Nazi. National Socialist. And as Club Styles was saying, people that don't understand the past are condemned to repeat it. And so, yeah, we're already forgetting
the
our
people on the
history,
right.
aren't we?
The people. This is the thing that annoys me about, especially Marxists and socialists. They say that the Artsies were a far right organization. I think there was a marriage of that, certainly, but I think that ultimately people on the right are pro small government, they're anti large government, they're pro liberty, pro individual rights. That's the antithesis of Yahtzee ideology. So for me, that's much more in tune with Marxism.
Speaking of anti, cruel
Even though
Birab,
they hated Marx.
no, Birab, do not take the jab. Well, it's up to you. I can't take responsibility for that decision. But in my opinion, no one get the jab. Fuck that bollocks. It's unproven. Don't be a guinea pig.
I know it's one of those things. If Krual wants to go on holiday, could be a struggle.
Well, now they're talking of the COVID passports, aren't they? Yeah. Which was a conspiracy theory not a few months ago. Now it's like on the table.
No, it's
and
true.
That is some freaky shit right there.
No, it's true. When I was doing my Texan chat with Black Phillip, we had someone in Israel in the chat, and he was saying that they're going to bring that in green passports for people that have had the jab.
Well. Yeah.
So that is scary as shit. And
take this experimental 8-month developed drug. It's been tested on people with flu. It's all flu is a COVID virus, but hey, this is X amount of people have had reactions to it. But hey, take it anyway. And if you don't, you can't go anywhere. You can't do anything. You'll be othered, and you'll be forced, by coercion or social, pressure to take it. And look, most vaccines take at least a minimum of 10 years to develop and to test and to make safe.
Something that's been out in 6 months, aren't they?
I think 8 months or something like that.
And the virus is upgrading quicker than the actual. It's comparable to software. The virus is upgrading quicker than the bloody vaccine patch. It's Norton's all over again.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't bother. But then again, I want to go to South Africa to walk Drift. Am I going to have to get a jab?
Yeah, I've been invited to the States, so probably will need to get one. Rayal Honis in the chat says...
What's her name? Oh, hang on, whoa, Brown. What's her name? What's going on?
It's a friend I know.
Okay.
Don't worry, she's spoken for.
But that's not stopping you, is it?
Rayal Honis. No, I just need to get away from here. In the end of B5, they say F off. Basically, Sheridan said, "Get the hell out of our galaxy."
Yeah.
So, truth is a three-edged sword.
I think so.
Something like that. Yeah. There's their truth, your truth. There's their version, your version, and in the middle is the truth.
Oh, not this Rosherman shit again. There's one truth. Fuck off. Oh, I think about this. In fact, I mean, we could go deep in. We haven't really done like deep spiritual philosophy, but to sum it all up, it's basically the analogy they use. It's like 4 blind men touching an elephant to work out what it is.
Yeah.
Basically, truth is objective. Perception is subjective. I mean, that is the conclusion of it.
I find 99.9% arguments on certain issues is because generally people project their understanding of who the other person is onto that person.
Lot of
what they're
projection
saying they
going on.
perceive as what they've
45.
projected onto that person to mean. So yeah, I think it's a lot of misunderstanding through expectation more than anything.
Cruel in the chat. I have my COVID jab on Friday. I'm conflicted as whether I should
But
get
that's what I was
Depends what
responding to.
version.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
don't do it, Cruel.
I'd probably say 70-30 Cruel.
I'm
That's
saying
just me.
110% no.
My
Now,
my
obviously-
personal view is to wait for the data to come in first, and
Well,
you
you're
know,
gonna
I mean,
get
we
down
don't
from
know
the
the long
enterprise.
term effects. We don't know the long term
Right.
effects.
Well,
we don't
if
know
you
how
don't-
where this
if
has
you
come
don't want
from.
to, well, then I'll say if he's not going anywhere abroad, then maybe just politely decline at this moment. It's quite within your right to decline it.
At the
If
moment,
you got the yeah, exactly. No, these are just opinions, Cruel. It's obviously up to you. You're a grown man, but I'd say don't do it. If you've got the choice, don't
Well,
do it before they make it
My
compulsory
father's
anyway.
had it. He's 92, and he's been fine, and he's got his second one on Thursday.
The second one. Why do you need a second one? It's not that good, then, is it?
2-part.
Is it the AstraZeneca is one part, or I know one of them is the one in the
What, Nickers?
States
Both
is a one
has-
jab.
Both Pfizer and AstraZeneca are 2-part jabs.
yeah, my mother had one of the jabs, but not the Pfizer one, because she had a reaction to the other one, but the Pfizer one she can't have because she will react to it because she's got X amount of things wrong with her. So,
Hey,
but she's going for a
Slavko's
second
here.
jab of the other thing, I think. Yeah.
Sklavko,
Hey,
Go.
the love driver.
Yashimash.
Oh, here we go.
Yashimash.
That's
Uh,
I
right.
drive for love.
Sklavko, the word on the street is that it causes 4 hours of erection.
Is that all?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Couldn't get over that,
Well,
mate.
that's gonna cut it down by half, then, isn't
Sign
it?
me
I
up.
was like a bloody tripod walking home with that one.
That should be okay for you, Sklavko. We are 600-mile drive and your threesome.
Yeah, reduces it to 4 hours. You mean?
No, the problem with the Pfizer one is you get stiff in all the wrong places. You end up with stiff joints. Ibuprofen for 2 days, I was told.
Cruel says, Mum had Pfizer for the first.
Yeah, but
All
again,
good so
it's short term is one thing, but what is the long term effects? We don't know. Look, when you put something like that into your bloodstream, right? These chemicals into your bloodstream, we don't know how it affects your DNA, RNA structure.
Just
we don't know
for
how it affects
you
on the
also
long
don't.
term.
You also don't know. I'll
No,
just say,
but that's
I'll
the
just
thing,
say for fairness.
Exactly, yeah.
Now, at this point, you might already predict what I'm about to say, but I
I might
can't
get knocked
stand
down
any
by a bus
government.
tomorrow anyway.
I can't stand
Hopefully.
any government that is going to insist on putting untested drugs injected directly into your bloodstream, but won't allow you to smoke a plant made by God under punishment of arrest and incarceration. Fuck off, government.
Oh yeah.
That's it. Seriously, I'd rather have a
Yeah.
reefer. I know I'm broken records on this, but it's fucking ridiculous. It's double standards. Compulsory drugs, illegal plants. They fucking
Everything's
lost their
double
minds.
standards, mate.
It is double
Yeah,
standards. I've had
pretty
enough of
much.
it. Revolution in the streets. Actually, as you find out in Burma, you'll get shot for that. My advice: just don't pay taxes. Fuck them.
No, you can have a revolution in the street as long as it's the one that's sanctioned by the government.
Remember, I'm from Poland. We overthrow governments. as a hobby.
Tracy Chapman, she wanted a revolution, didn't she?
Who? Tracy Chapman. Oh, talking about a revolution. Well, she had a fast car like Slavko. So
Oh, that was a good joke, but just fell flat. Sorry, guys.
Well, it was. Well, I had all the structural
See you
integrity.
guys.
of the
I'm
joke.
going.
Uh,
I
Hey,
fucked that up. See you.
keep-
I
keep
fucked
trying,
I
Brown.
fucked the stream up. Sorry, guys.
At least we
Hey,
understood
Canadian
the
Spider-Man's
reference at 49.
You
hey,
did.
Canadian Spider.
Hail
Yeah.
Canadian Spider-Man.
That's because I'm listening. I like to show that I am actually listening when I'm
I
talking.
know you do. God bless you.
Thank you.
Speaking
And
of
you, my
listening,
son.
Swap Shop, are you there?
I'm here, mate. Yeah,
You still awake?
I'm still awake, and I'm just listening to the chat. I'm just listening to you guys. I'm a bit out of my depth when it comes to all this sort of stuff, so I can't really offer much.
I'm same as you, mate.
I was
you know.
thinking at one point though, when I was listening to Problem earlier on, was this whole the social
On the
justice
problem channel. Yeah.
that's happening. Yeah,
I'm
it just
used
made
to
me
this.
think. It just made me think that is this. I do often think this as well. And is this all this social justice bullshit, all this turmoil we're going through, that's infecting pop culture and politics and everything?
Royal family next.
Is it
Yeah.
a blip, or is it like a necessary hurdle that we've got to go through as a race?
You need to look through history. If you look at the
Cycles,
turn
yeah.
of the 20th
Hurdle.
century,
you've set
by
him
the
off
time
again.
of the 1920s. Well,
The fourth turning. The fourth
it was a
turning.
question. I'm giving my
Lee,
my view.
beautiful
vote
friend.
problem being.
I'm not going to
my-
shut up until I've got my point.
Lee,
So
I'll tell
I
you
know.
what. Just go ask Cameron Pasha about the fourth turning, and he'll tell you everything. That's fine. Move on.
listen, look at the
Lee,
1920s.
Lee.
What?
My
No, let him
beautiful-
finish. Go on.
He
The
asked
right
the question,
honourable
I'm
gentleman
giving him an
must
answer.
speak.
Lee.
Let the problem speak. Let the
My-
problem. Order.
I'm going to mute.
Order.
My beautiful friend, the floor is
Yes?
yours.
Why? Most kind of you. Thank you.
No, let problem
Chair.
speak.
If you look at the 1920s, you had a young generation that rejected the previous generation, right? So you had
Flappers.
got the flappers, you had
You dirty
jazz
flapper.
music, you had, and they decided to overturn the old world with the new. So
Marijuana.
unfortunately, we've got the internet now, and the ideas spread
Twitter.
further and faster than ever before. So now that they believe they're on the right side of history, it's their listen. There is no one who's going to be more sanctimonious than someone born at the turn of the new century, the new millennium. They actually believe that they are superior to everyone else, and that's the mindset. They're here to overturn the old. And unfortunately, they're taking like a bunch of pale, stale, white French guys who are dead from the 1960s and taking their word as gospel. A bunch of these philosophers, Derrida, Foucault, Lyotard, French philosophers of the post-Marxist, post-modernist ideology.
Fucking French.
So bad ideas
cheese-eating surrender monkeys
are easier to perpetuate through the internet. That's the general rule of thumb. But if you look at the 1920s, that gives you an indication that these young kids get an idea in their head, they overturn things, and they've got the up of having youth on their side and determination to
wasted on them, mate.
Yeah, it is. And unfortunately, history has shown that they tend to win. But because the internet is a two-edged sword, we have more opportunity to fight the bad ideas with better ideas. So I mean, we'll see.
And sarcasm.
And sarcasm. Yeah, humor is the best weapon.
Random example from Twitter. I think I get into these arguments. I don't know. I lose track of them. But I think it was on a James Gunn thread, and someone was going, "Oh yeah, but it's all right when Gina Carano cancelled because she made a bad comparison." As if a bad comparison is should be enough to get you fired. But we didn't even get onto that. I was just basically saying it's not even a bad comparison. It's valid to make comparisons. Things can't be identical to compare them. They've got to be a bit different. And so he wrote back, "How so?" So I just wrote back, "Well, if you're too dumb to explain it, I'm not here to explain it to you. Have fun at your book. Enjoy your book burning."
Well, that's it. You're dealing with an ideology that is off the peg, right? For something that claims to be critical theory, it's the least critical-minded thing there is. It's completely misunderstood. It's been weaponized, and probably the only way that this will come to a head is through either mass graves or World War III. Yeah, war with China is. I guess war in the Pacific is most likely the outcome, and I think that is inevitable at this point.
Oh yeah, update on that actually. Next time we're on with Stig, the Germans are going to be sending a frigate into the South China Sea. So it is basically.
It's a shame the Stig isn't on this tonight. Fucking hell.
Oh, we'd love it. Get to the chopper. I still want an Arnie.
Get to the chopper.
I want Stig. You must have. I want never get. I would like. If you got Trev and Stig on the same show for a big 2-hour Arnie off, they could just basically do 2 hours of Arnie quotes because they're both two of the best. They're more Arnie than Arnie.
More Arnie than Arnie.
I think maybe we should make that happen. Yeah.
It's not a tumor.
But is Arnie a replicant or is he human?
Shut up.
Go ahead and give the people air.
Is he a Terminator or is he human?
I was thinking this when I was hearing yesterday's show earlier on, and I was
Quaid.
was listening to his impression, man. It was good. It was really good. I was just thinking, you've got to get him on with Trev, and so that Arnie can just have a conversation with himself for like half an
There
hour.
you go.
I
Oh,
could
did
do
you
the
listen?
deepfakes.
Did
I
you
could
listen
do
to the
deep-
Sunday show then, Matt?
See,
I did. Well, I
Quiet.
caught up with it a bit today. Yeah. Well, no, yesterday.
the quiet one's correct. It's Swap Shop. Can we call you George Harrison from now on? Because you're like the quiet one.
Rial Juarez says, I said I'll come on. There you go.
Nice.
Let's play a game called Who's Your Daddy and What Does He Do?
Get to the chopper.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't talking to you lot. Anyway,
Oh, sorry.
I'm on air, love. All right. Yeah, tea on, knickers off. All right.
Oh, I just want ugly.
Are you Cockney? Are you at the
I'm in
Fortress
the kitchen right now.
or
Fortress of
you at your
Solitude.
or the garage?
Yeah, I'm. There's 3 to 5 locations I could be at, but no, I'm at the Fortress of Solitude with patchy internet but good coffee that I have to make myself. I'm having a
the
second
Zulu
one on the
camp.
bounce. The who? The
You're
lubricant?
at the Zulu camp, the one you got today.
Yes. Oh my god, I can
You're at
believe
the
the
Zulu
size
camp.
of that thing.
No!
That Zulu set I got yesterday. I should have finished the unboxing there. I actually got a VHS copy of Zulu.
Wow. HS copy of Zulu in there as well.
An actual
On
Zulu.
56 minutes.
God, so I got distracted. Speak of the devil, that was my ex-wife calling. Oh God, I must be in trouble.
What have you done? What have you done?
Alimony now.
As long as I don't do any blaspheming, she's happy enough.
So, kind of going back to the
Yeah, what are we on about?
cancelling stuff.
Cancel the chopper.
It looks like the royal family is going to be next.
Yeah, good luck with that. Listen, they've weathered all sorts of controversies and all the rest of it. They always come out on top. There is no way in hell they'll be able to cancel them. They have so much what might be referred to as soft power, which is just hard power with a cushion, or a force field around it. Whatever. They many times they've been tackled and tried to be taken down, and each and every time they've come out on top. There's no way in hell
they've got staying power.
Yeah.
People try to cancel them for being German before World War II, but that didn't work.
No, listen, exactly.
Saxe Coburg Gotha. Oh no, the Windsors. What?
And if anything, if the cancel culture comes after them, all it will do is harden the support for the royal family from those who always supported them, and which again is the silent majority of people, whether you believe that or like that or not.
I'm sorry.
I'm pro monarchy, but anti-royal family.
Oh, that's like being. I'm for the war.
I think the institution itself is sound, but
they are the ultimate of privilege.
I think they've really screwed the pooch.
Isn't it true the legitimate Queen of England's living in Australia or something like that?
Yeah.
Because, if you check out the bloodline, something Baldrick 400 years ago, she's not actually the legitimate. There was.
Or we could put what's his face from EastEnders on the throne, because he's actually.
How about Blackadder?
He's actually in line.
Yeah.
What's his name? Oh God.
Thingy. Ian Beale?
No.
Him who does the wall.
I'm the King of England.
No, the guy in the pub. What's his name?
I don't watch
Danny
it.
Dyer?
I'm not that much.
Danny Dyer.
Yeah, Danny Dyer.
Yeah, the BBC did a thing, didn't they, on Who Do You Think You Are? And it turned out he's descended from royalty.
EastEnders,
Danny
is that what
Dyer!
Danny Dyer's going to get remembered for when he was in human traffic doing an excellent turn as a moody teenager? Poor Daniel.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you guys who I'm related to after the stream.
Go on.
Ooh.
No,
Ooh,
not on a
Ooh.
stream, not on a stream.
Well, my family were. My ancestor was a maid who got knocked up by the Lord of which fucking.
The Lord of Memory.
No, it was right.
The Lord of short-term memory loss.
Pembrokeshire Castle. Yeah. So the Lord of Pembrokeshire. Yeah, he knocked up the maid, and
Nice.
she was my ancestor. So we got screwed out of a castle.
Seriously screwed.
Literally. Yeah.
Never rains, but it pours.
I am a descendant of a bastard.
Actually, my family got
You
screwed
are a
out of a
bastard.
factory in Poland by the fucking communists. So that's why I got it in for. But cut a long story short,
Infamy, mate. Infamy.
Cut a long story.
Was that the
short.
Burgermeisters?
My mind.
probably. But 60 years later, we won the lawsuit against them. Fucking commies. They took out. They were like, I mean, I wasn't there at the time because I wasn't born, but my granddad, apparently on my father's side, his father had a factory, and then somewhere around 1953, just a bunch of wankers from the government came over and said, "Yeah, we've got this thing called communists now, so you got to fuck off home. It's our factory." So that's what happened. It starts with Twitter, obviously not in Poland in the 50s, and it ends with that is genuine cancel culture. So
a friend of mine has escaped the Czech Republic in the 50s.
So it would have been a similar story. In fact, the Czech Republic or Czechoslovakia, as it was at the time,
it was.
They got it in the ear just as bad, if not worse, as Poland.
Yeah,
really. So,
pretty much. The story she told me is like, I'm to my toes curl.
Yeah, my ex-wife's from the. Actually, anecdote is one for you because we're saying. So Lee, wait, because I'm just doing it.
I'll wait. Don't worry.
Like, it's a good one. Because my ex-wife's from Czechoslovakia, so she's or the Czech Republic as it now is. She's literally bohemian, and she was told me an anecdote about. It's classic. It's like I could see this as a movie scene when the Nazis rolled into Prague. Apparently, her great granddad, he was not an organ. What's that organ that you have on your if you're standing up? Anyway, he's playing one of those. The Nazis walked in. That whatever it was, the Nazis walked in. He just stopped playing the music, and they're like, "You play." He refused to do it. They dragged him off to a camp. That's stubbornness for you. No funny ending, but you just got to stand up to these. That's why stubbornness runs.
Accordion. That's the one. Accordion.
Accordion.
So I was hanging out with Foster and Alan a little while ago, and one of the boys plays accordion. Yeah. I think it was like Tony Allen plays it or something. Mad, absolutely insane on the accordion. But
there you go.
Some of the people I meet on my journey through life.
Yeah,
Lee, Piers Morgan's walked away from
Piers accordion.
I thought he was fired, wasn't he? Cancelled.
Oh well, either way,
himself?
He's gone. People are losing their jobs over this interview already.
That whole thing's passed me by and wasn't remotely interested in.
Yeah, same here. And then today, it's just like people losing their jobs. They're obviously going after the royal family. I think this is early days, but it's gonna end up in tears. Yeah.
On the royal family tip, I mean, all you have to do, I did it myself and then tweeted it. Just do a search for Prince Harry, father, and you'll see it's not Prince Charles. I mean, you just look at their faces. You don't have to be a DNA expert. Prince Charles isn't even related to him anyway. So off you go, Ginger. Other hair colours are available.
He does look a bit like, what's his name, Hewitt.
Yeah, his dad.
Yeah.
He looks a bit like his dad. It's called genetics,
yes, I remember this one.
So this is the whole thing. It's like, basically, with all due respect to his mother, she was the connection to the royal family. So Harry's not even a member of the royal family anyway, by blood.
Only half, yeah.
So there you go.
Oh, yeah, it's only by marriage, yeah.
So discussion. So they're happy to be shot. So it's not Meghan that's the problem for the royal family. It's actually him. It's Harry the bastard. Sorry,
Harry I'm going to wear a Yahtzee uniform for dress up.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
Yeah.
Funny that seems to have been forgotten, doesn't it?
Speaking of the SJWs,
talking about the old racism, exactly. So speaking of we didn't see that in the interview with old.
I think I saw that on Twitter today. Somebody had reposted that. Was that you?
Yeah.
Swap Shop, are you alive?
You're alive, mate.
Oh, yeah,
I'm busy writing.
Listen, I just found out the verbatim statements of Bob Paycheck.
Go for it, mate. Go for it.
Well, they're a bit long and drawn out, so I won't go into it. But I've sent you all the links just so you can check it after the show.
Oh, go on.
Hold on a minute. I've got to
just
go back.
the cut down version.
Paycheck. Do you know you can tell how as you're warming up? You know how you can tell that Bob Chapek is lying. His lips are moving. Just ask the IRS, Internal Revenue Service, why have they not arrested him yet? I keep telling them. I keep hashtagging them. They haven't moved, have they? If I know about
I'll
it,
say to Cruel in the chat.
A spoon's not an entry ticket, Chapek.
Yeah, I didn't watch the interview either.
No,
kind of
me neither.
First
not
5
interested.
minutes, I just thought, nah, fuck that.
Listen, a bunch of fucking extraordinarily privileged rich people talking to another extraordinarily privileged rich person talking about how fucking terrible their life is. I think is ill-judged at this time, particularly. It's ill-judged generally. I don't give a fuck. I just realised
it's all about me.
You just made me realise that's the level. Someone needs to do a bit of Photoshop with Oprah talking to Meghan, with Harry sitting there in the Nazi uniform. Someone did a face swap
Like, so she was
Yeah,
wearing
with-
the trousers, and he was sitting there
You're-
looking all demure.
You're the man for that.
Or yeah,
So that was
someone's
quite
got to do.
Get
you didn't
reface
talk
or whatever it is on the job. Yeah,
Yeah.
Reefer
yeah, you could do
face.
that, Lee.
Yeah, you could.
Cool whip. So what's the quote then from the liar? From
All right, all right.
Swappers, any?
Yeah, it says there's this guy called George from San Antonio, Texas, and he asked Chapek or Paycheck rather, are you guys
Was it
looking
Doomcock,
at
was it?
firing Kathleen?
Yeah, it
Cock.
probably was.
Are you guys looking at firing Kathleen Kennedy or asking her to resign and promote somebody like Filoni or Favreau both to the council?
Nice.
And this guy,
It
and
was Doomcock.
yeah, Paycheck says, we've been absolutely thrilled that we can have the kind of creative talent in our company, the likes of Kathy,
God, tone deaf.
Oh,
and we look forward to having Kathy directing the activities of the entire Lucasfilm organization for many years to come.
Fuck off. Fuck off.
nice,
Fuck off.
Star Wars.
Exactly.
damn.
Comedy gold.
Look, if you go into something like that and you've got to pitch a question, you prefix it with yes or no.
Yeah.
Doesn't that make your heart sink into your bowels? I
That
mean,
makes me laugh. I'm laughing.
knew it
right now.
happened.
oh my god!
Ridiculous.
I mean, tone deaf as fuck.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
so
God damn.
self-delusional.
Reeled it straight out of his little "Save My Ass" quote book he's got stored in his head.
Blackmail book.
Insane. Yeah, I mean,
We look forward to many
again-
more years of coffee and blowjobs.
again, this goes back to what I was saying
Allegedly.
about leverage, right? There's definitely some form of intense leverage going on. She, like, as has been noted by Nerdrotic and
Other people.
other people ad infinitum, that she must have shitloads of dirt on people,
So
because
much
there is
dirt.
no way that you can say that this woman has any creative prowess or ability to run a company at all successfully. Again, it must boil down to what fucking card she has.
Teflon
Yeah.
coated, mate. Teflon
God,
coated.
yeah,
She is the
unbelievable.
Teflon Don.
That's not it, though. That's not it. What
There's
it says
more.
here as well is
more.
David from Alexandria, Virginia, asked, it's clear that there is a new blacklist punishing conservatives in the entertainment industry. Punishing conservatives in the entertainment industry. Disney Plus actors Pedro Pascal and Gina Carano tweeted similar analogies of current political events to Nazi Germany. Yet only Carano, who is considered a conservative, was fired from The Mandalorian. Regarding Disney and a blacklist, is this the way?
Oh,
Fucking
nice
hell,
Mandalorian reference.
that's not mincing words, is it?
No. So Chapek then says, whose tone of voice notably changes in response to the question, says, I don't really see Disney as characterizing itself as a left-leaning or right-leaning company.
That's what I said earlier. Yeah.
Instead, standing for
Where's
value.
Pedro leaving then?
It says they stand for values that are universal, values of
Extra value
respect,
meals.
values
Yeah,
of
then why did they not sack him as well as her?
Yeah.
If they're going to be
Exactly.
Universal
bullshit.
values such as greed, hypocrisy,
See, but
deception.
that's a true
Jesus.
politician. He should go
Jesus.
into politics. I mean, that is fudging the answer.
Yeah.
It's curating the answer to such a degree that it says a lot of things, but it denies the whole premise of the question,
Jeez,
which
yeah.
is why are they not held to the same standard?
Double
Yeah.
And he's
standards.
completely
Exactly.
writes around it.
Standard.
So he says,
Disney standards, double standards.
he says
Read
Yeah.
about it. The double
Standing for
standard.
value.
You get your double standard in.
No standard. Go on,
Swap.
carry on.
Go on,
says-
swap shop.
we stand for values that are universal, values of respect, values of decency, values of integrity,
Let's shrink John Boyega on the
Values-
Chinese poster. Yeah,
Fucking
let's
hell.
values
Fucking
of
wankers.
inclusion, right?
unless you're in China.
And then he continues, and we seek to have not only how we operate, but the content that we make reflective of the rich diversity of the world we live. So that we all live in harmony and peace.
Yeah, and then they shrink John Boyega's face on the fucking poster. What
Exactly.
fucking double speak is this nonsense?
But
I
how
think
do you make
hypocrite.
FM127
My God.
smaller? Okay.
It's been drinking.
I
the
predict the
cold.
future for Disney, right? They're going to sink like a stone.
I disagree, though. Unfortunately, as
The
I've said,
Disney Titanic.
as I've said before, PD digital
Yeah.
babysitter.
I know.
Yeah, but
Terrible,
there'll
isn't
be others. There's other things that kids can watch. That isn't Disney. And look, as classic Disney, just you get the physical media, so it isn't altered out of all context.
Plus, here's a mad idea: spend time with your kids. Wait.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Canadian Spider-Man. Lucasfilm is just sealing their own fate. They will burn. They will burn if they insist on this direction. The normies are the normies are waking up to this, mate.
Yay, Canadian
I think Gina
Spider-Man.
Carano had a much bigger effect
normies,
than we
the
thought
normies are
originally, because they are seeing that and they're going, she got cancelled for what? You know, what?
I think the normies are going to be the key to this.
Yeah.
Well, they always are. You know.
Shout out to Canadian Spider-Man, by the way. Everyone's favorite friendly neighborhood.
Hail Canadian Spider-Man.
Swinging from pine to pine.
Marooned in the boots. I'm a Spider-Man and I'm okay. I cancel all night and I tweet all day. I like YouTube trousers.
Cruel Birab says Disney has a lot of fingers in lots.
Yeah,
of
if you look at if you look on Google, if you look up on the search engine of your choice, if you search on the search engine of your choice, Disney, all the companies, corporations, all the rest of it that they own, it's a graph from hell, because it's so convoluted. They have so many interests that they control. They're one of the largest, one of the 5 remaining corporations that own everything. So, you know, boycotting them is a fucking minefield. But you can still be effective in what... I guess if you target the head of the spider, right, or the head of the snake, whatever you want to call it,
like Hydra.
Yeah, like the main franchise.
They are Hydra.
You heard it first, guys.
Resorts, their main product.
Disney
then everything
are
else collapses.
Hydra.
You know, so
Disney are Hydra.
How Hydra?
Well, they've always been. Listen, during the communist witch hunts, you know, which was just a cover for let's get rid of the Jews. That was sanctioned by Disney at the time, and they've, you know, been pretty anti-Semitic. Yeah, the McCarthy trials, which was, you know, there were genuine,
but it
was also a cover to go and get the Jews and the Poles and the Slavs out of the company.
There you go. So, now those are 3 groups and now get lumped in with white privilege. That's what fucking annoys me. Hello, 20th century history. To the uneducated, it's the McCarthy trials is basically Melissa McCarthy when she was trying to get a role in Ghostbusters, and the Hollywood. No, I'm getting confused, aren't I? That's different McCarthy. Melissa McCarthyism. It's dangerous.
Why can't we just build a starship and go to the stars?
I wish we could.
Because these bunch of navel gazer fucking green-haired weirdos are more interested in their genitalia and their pronouns than, you know, looking out to the stars and thinking, shouldn't we be going and exploring brave new worlds rather than my brave new identity?
Yeah. You know what they'd be called? What should we call the starship? I know. How about the starship?
Starship.
USS Elon Musk.
The ship.
Yeah. We'll get a pebble to
original.
Tell us where to go. I mean, it's going to be like, you know, that ship from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, just going to be run by middle management and be programmed to go to fly into the sun. And then it crashes on Earth and it's like starts again.
Oh, that's right.
Did you see the tweets for the Rock, the Star Wars Rock for International Women's Day with the pink hair?
Oh yeah,
that was quite funny.
We don't know the gender.
That wasn't you, was it?
What wasn't me?
Carry on, mate. You just carry on what you're doing. Yeah.
The Force is rock sexual.
You know, what's his name?
I identify as a rock.
Oh, you mean somebody? Yeah.
Follow Geode on Twitter.
That was it. That was our friend Ruin Johnson who posted that, if I remember correctly. Geode with the pink hair for International Women's Day.
Oh, I didn't see that. Shit, I didn't see that. I bet it was good.
The rocket.
There's something I saw on the Reface app where I did like those clips of ads for the video.
Oh, nice plug. How is the sales going on that? Nice plug, mate.
Through the roof.
It's up to over 23,000 plays. So I'm happy with that. But on the app, there was one for International Women's Day. There's a bunch of women talking about women, and I thought it's hilarious because obviously you can put a male head on those things and it completely subverts it. I don't know what they were thinking, but I thought it was hilarious.
You have ruined Blade Runner for me. You know that, don't you? By putting S's face on Rachel.
You'll never look at her the same again.
Exactly. There goes that masturbatory fantasy. Thanks.
Well, maybe a new one.
What with Ez? I'll take
Are you
that
being
under
as
advisement.
sexualist?
Yeah, no, you're right. Maybe I don't. Do you think he's a generous
As
lover?
sexual phobic?
Is he good in bed? Does he like a reach around? Az, are you in the chat, mate? Let us know. What you like in the set? I guess I'll give you a go, mate.
Problem, you should suggest that to Az for a t-shirt design. Just as sexual, AZ sexual.
I'm as sexual.
Considering.
Make
As
sure you get the
sexual,
royalties.
considering.
Well, the royalties are. I get 25% after the
No, if
company
you do
that
a
I've
t-shirt.
uploaded
If you do a
to.
t-shirt.
Oh, the t-shirt. Well, yeah, we'll see.
Oh, by the way, problem being, what's your superpower?
My superpower.
Yeah, because
Talking.
apparently,
Talking the fucking hind legs off a donkey.
because now you've got super straight and super gay stroke lesbian.
Mm.
So what's your superpower? What's our superpower, mate?
It's
Gay stroke lesbian. There's a
humbug.
t-shirt right there.
it's super chatty.
Super critical.
So one super critical asset.
Super bouffant hair.
Super insomnia.
I think I'm just super unlucky. That's what I was.
Yes, that as well.
Superlative.
Super bugger this, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, it's funny.
Nice.
This super straight thing's hilarious. It's having an absolute go at
Yeah, it's like I said on Cockney Spock's channel, like,
What?
for all this, adding these new colours to this fucking rainbow flag, it's like, just use a Jackson Pollock painting. It's so
There you
good time.
go. Not
I
enough
love
Just
that
colours.
flag.
just put some white noise on there so it's all grey and speckly, and that'll just cover everything, Just make it grey.
Their flag is literally the colours of Halford. It's hilarious. The super flag.
Fucking
The
hell.
super. It looks like the colour of Halford, orange and
hell.
black.
Who comes up with what meeting did I miss?
I know.
You
No,
know, like-
it's a pushback against the trans this, trans that people.
Oh yeah,
It's really funny. It's just like I watched
You
a
can be
video of
super
Jeremy.
quite
straight,
right, quite
super
right.
straight
It's
and super
insufferable.
gay.
It's
I'll
insufferable.
take that diagram.
Look, you got a
Super
couple of queens on here, right? And
Yeah.
we agree, don't we, that this whole
No,
fucking
no,
I
no. Whoa,
refuse
whoa,
to
whoa,
put
whoa,
that
whoa,
rainbow
whoa,
flag.
whoa.
What?
There's
What?
only
Are you
Well,
coming
it's
out,
my-
Brown?
there's only one fucking queen on this stream.
How dare
And that's
sir.
you.
Yeah. Queen Brown.
Queen Brown.
Shh.
HRH Brown.
Yeah. His royal surliness.
His royal
His
HP
royal-
Sauce Brown.
His royal brownness.
His royal exercise bike.
Yeah,
I'm just going to quote our friend Real.
exactly.
No one
no, mate.
cares. We're all humans. I'm not. I'm half Vulcan.
Yeah, he's half Vulcan.
Half Cockney.
But I identify as a Romulan from Stretford. That's confusing, isn't it?
Wow.
Just a question for the
Bisexual.
panel.
I bisex twice a year.
I'll take anything at this moment in time.
Well,
What's
come on
up?
then.
There's a freebie going at Brown's, 20% off.
I'm a lesbian.
I'll pay you.
tributary push at the
I'll pay
weekend.
you.
Exactly. I'm a lesbian trapped in a man's body. Going down.
Fucking scissoring.
Fucking scissoring.
Lee, less of the
Remember,
plugs.
if
you
you're
know.
signing up for a
Stop
threesome.
plug yourself, Lee.
Stop
look,
plugging
signing up-
yourself.
I am not in control of a
not a
cultural
moderator.
phenomenon.
Plugging yourself. Plugging yourself. That's extra.
I'm self-partnering on that one. Yeah.
I'll plug you.
We all are,
plug
mate.
me.
We all are.
We'll all plug each other.
Swap Shop, are you self-partnering?
All plugging.
I don't really have much of a choice, really. these days. Yeah.
Oh, bless you.
Yes.
Oh, that sounds so patronising.
That was.
Oh, bless you.
I didn't mean to be.
Bless your heart. you
I
know.
recommend the Fleshlight Ultra. Just to
No.
plug that.
Top tip though, never buy a
TMI,
flashlight.
TMI.
Never buy a flashlight second hand.
Exactly. You don't know where it's been.
Oh
Well,
dear.
you do.
Oh no,
That's the
Richard.
problem.
Yahtzee is the phobe. Can you read that?
All right,
boys?
Yahtzee.
It's escalated into supersexuals.
Which is inclusive of
Inclusive
super straight, super gays, and my favourite, super lesbians.
Can you
French
not have
made
super
uniform
super?
optional.
What about super super?
Superman.
This sounds very similar to the Ubermensch of the 1930s, isn't
Yeah.
it? Like, I mean,
Exactly.
this is really like, okay,
It's the,
you
it's
know,
the next
you
level of
flipped the
evolution.
script, well done, but
It's
now
just
you've got
fucking-
like super sexual supremacists. You know,
Just makes me
It's
agree with the Incredibles when Syndrome talks about his motivation.
Mm.
Yeah.
When
Look up in the
everybody's super-
sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's super sexual. You can leap over small brothels in a single bound. Don't worry, I'll save you from masturbation. Thanks, super sexual.
I'll send you the diagrams later, bro.
I'll just say to
Yeah, and
Real
you've got
Honest.
X-ray
But
to see
super
what you're
sexual. I've got a
doing.
pussy. I've got a pussy stuck in a tree. Don't worry.
Heat ray
I'll help you.
eyes to heat you up and get you all aroused. You know?
Nice. X-ray vision.
To see
Oh,
what
you're
you're up
in the
to.
underwear, are you?
I've got two pussies.
Don't boast.
Super
I want
blowjob.
one.
Well, once
Super Kenny's
everybody,
penis away.
once
You're not
everybody,
supposed to blow.
once everybody's become super sexual, I mean,
Yeah.
surely
normal
there's
sexuals?
only one way to go, isn't
Yeah,
there?
but
For everyone to
excuse
become
me.
ultra sexual.
Excuse me, what about super
supersexual.
asexuals? Super asexuals, please. Some
Asexual,
representation.
bisexual, unwarranted design. Pick a really funny
What?
moment to come in the
Asexual
chat.
what? Asexual
We
what?
were talking.
Asexual dynamo.
You're all
Sorry,
talking
unwarranted.
over each other.
No, we're not. Unwarranted design. You're quite right. We were talking about Kathleen Kennedy, but somehow we got into supersexuals. I don't know how. I blame that Bob Paycheck.
Yeah.
Slavko, speaking of supersexuals.
Great. We are now all under the LGBT. How many victim points do I get?
69.
Do you know what makes me laugh about this whole identity
No,
politics thing?
you tell us. What makes
Yeah,
you
go on.
laugh?
I'll tell you.
Go on, problem.
It's that they're in a roundabout way beginning to work out that the more identity groups that they create, they're actually beginning to work out that it's actually just individuals. And it's just going to take them a decade or three to work this shit out. Eventually everyone gets a flag, right? I believe.
It's a new labour all over again, isn't it? Everyone gets.
It's just like, yeah, we told you all along, individuals exist.
New labour,
no,
new
you-
danger.
Exactly.
Oh,
Crazy,
Canadian
crazy.
Spider-Man's been a bit edgy. Oh no, here we go.
Oh, what's he saying? What's the syrup slinger up to now? I prefer a ruined in a boot. My girls with penises without penises.
Bigot!
Oh,
Bigot!
bluff tradition. Well, that presumably Canadian Spider-Man doesn't include your penis. So in a way, what use is a straight girl without a penis?
Ray,
in that
Ray
sense, you know
are
what I mean?
honest.
Yeah, your penis
Ray-
generally.
Ray are
Full of
honest.
rusty trombone.
I identify as human.
No, you don't.
So
You're
do I, mate.
Australian.
You're skeletal. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Exactly, Australian Skeletor.
He's got you there,
Where's
mate.
He-Man, mate? Is that the
He's got you there. Yeah,
But does
Australian.
Skeletor identify as human?
Australian Skeletor. All right there, He-Man, mate. Get a few rocks on the Barbie, will you, son? Oh, Australian He-Man, Super He-Man. Got the wife beater on.
Good day, mate.
G'day, mate.
I got the power. All right.
All right. What's this?
Castlemaine 4X.
Who did that? Who did a funny that wasn't me? Castle, mate.
Channel cat.
It was me, you anchor.
Brown, you should run the channel. That was good. I thought it was your voice, but I thought that's too funny for it.
MC
Castle,
says.
mate, 4X.
MC says, "What is sex?"
Well,
Fuck
do you
knows,
mean
mate. It's been that
the
long.
act of
It's
sex
been-
or sexual?
It's been that long.
Well,
Fuck knows.
Sex
Very
is
pleasant.
determined by
Apparently.
gametes, which are the
Gametes.
cells that you produce in your body. So either sperm or
Midichlorians.
ovids. So you produce eggs or a sperm. So it's one or the other. It's binary. Deal with it. That's the way it is. That's
I
what
was
sex
going to say binary
is.
dildo for a moment there.
It's
What is
gamete
sex?
production as
Sex-
well as
MC.
chromosomes.
Sex is something you have with 3 French maids. Next.
Sex is binary.
Sex
Having
is
it with your
lovely.
hand,
Sex is
that
good.
classed
Not everybody
as-
does it. Not everybody should. Well, what?
Sex
Sorry, what?
with a hand, is that classed as sex?
No, that's masturbation. But if you
Oh,
close your
okay.
eyes, it is.
That's flying
Wanker.
solo, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Self-harm.
Solo lost money.
Technicality. Is it sex?
Han Solo lost
Is-
money.
is
But
it
Well,
yeah,
you'd
sex?
lose more money if you paid for a prostitute.
exactly.
Go
Well,
on,
if you
Matt.
don't pay her, she's not a
Sorry, Matt.
prostitute. Know what I mean?
Matt woke
Think
up.
about it.
Matt, go on.
Is it sex if you've got some kind of device to insert yourself into, therefore not using your hands and shifting yourself backwards and forwards? So the's no kind of.
That's masturbation by
Ah.
proxy.
No, that's
Is
being a
it?
pizza
that
sexual.
a
If you roll it up and
keyhole,
get
isn't it?
inside- Yeah, keyhole surgery.
Hand sexual.
Glory
Device
hole.
sexual. I don't know.
I'm a glory hole sexual. I don't know who's on the other side. I don't care.
I
I'm
have
not
those
British.
flashlights.
Super
Flashlight
glory
sexual.
hole.
A
Super
mucus
glory
membrane's
hole.
a mucus membrane. It's a
I
mucus
wonder where the
membrane.
Falcon's glory hole is.
Everywhere. It is one big glory hole.
There's not an awful lot of glory involved with sticking your dick in the wall of a toilet, is there?
No, it's more emphasis on the hole. Well, it
I don't
depends
know.
who's
Slightly
on
less
other
on the
side.
glorified side of things, yeah.
What if
Definitely.
Gloria Hannaford's
I
on the
think
other
if you're
side?
proud of that moment in your life, then probably you shouldn't be glorifying it.
It's
so
more
badly.
sort of curl up in a ball and weep hole, isn't it?
I don't know. You think of that lucky bloke. Hang on a minute. I've got George Michael over here.
Oh,
That job's
don't.
a winner.
I slept
Bless.
with someone who slept with George Michael. There you go.
Did you?
Yeah.
And
Bless.
Many, many, many moons ago.
I went to the same school.
Obviously
as
not
George Michael,
recently,
but-
that would be weird.
Oh, you went to the same
That
school as
would
John
be.
Michael, just down the road from me,
Wow.
near Costco.
Such a talent.
He was.
Yeah.
Moment for George, Yogos, the talented one out of Wham. Although Andrew
Okay.
Ridgely was good.
No,
for
Andrew
Shake.
Ridgely did a brilliant single called Shake. It's fantastic. It will
Oh,
be
it's about the
cancelled
Middle East?
today because it was about
about-
aggressive sex.
Oh, I thought it was about oil barons in the Middle East. Got that one wrong, didn't I? I thought he was getting a bit of the old politics there, Ridley. Ridley.
Ridley.
Ridley
You've got
Scott.
Yeah, sounds like a
Blade
brand
Runner.
of sounds like a
Ridley
brand
Scott.
of chewing gum, doesn't it?
Last replicant, I gave you my keys, but the very next day you said you weren't gay. This year I'm driving up north. Will you come
This
after
year,
me and
I'm
hunt me?
calling it quits.
Anyway, moving on. Come on, Brown. Keep it together. You're the host.
No, I'm just sat here listening to you lot.
Well, what's your name? Swat Shop. We've already got one George Michael in the house. Don't need
Oh,
two.
he's
George
long
Harrison.
gone. Swap shop.
George.
He's
all
long
the
gone.
Georges.
He's long gone.
He's busy writing, isn't he? Finishing
He
the
is.
last Jedi, the penultimate Jedi, the anti-penultimate Jedi, the anti-penultimate Jedi, to infinity and beyond. Have you finished that script yet, Swap Shop?
It's not a
Where's the
script. It's a novel.
Sorry, I've got scripts on the brain. Yes, a novel. So give,
I'm
are we? Are you?
I'm gonna-
Okay.
I am.
All right. Is there a rock pilot in it? You can
No,
stick one
we're
in?
not.
What a good idea. Hey, that's a
I feel like
fantastic
a
idea.
complete failure for not including that.
Pebble Wars. Imagine go there.
Pebble Dash.
Pebble Dash. Nice.
Is the vessel called a vessel?
I'll tell you what though, it brings a new angle to going through an asteroid field. Oh, careful! You almost hit me fucking cousin.
Yeah.
Asteroid field. That's a family picnic.
You're mowing them down. That's not a rock.
That's my auntie.
Oh, you can watch Drunk Freak
Your
Goes
auntie's
video.
got worms.
Empire Strikes Back is never going to be the same now, is it?
No.
Yeah, that worm. So that's basically Rock's great grandmother with some kind of yeast infection, isn't it?
Pretty much.
Some STD. No, dear.
I know I don't have
dear.
to try anymore with thinking of names. I can just, just name it what it is. That's easy enough.
Genius. Fuck it. Who needs creativity when you got names of things?
Yeah.
Put up a children's book, yeah.
Fucking hell.
I just
I'm
realised
surprised-
what does Rock call his grandmother? Granite. All right, Granite.
Granite.
Great granny.
great
So
granite.
No, she
What-
calls
when they
her
have
gran.
sex,
She
when
thinks
they
what
have
it is.
sex, do they produce lava?
Whoa!
Mm.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
It's a bit hot.
volcano, isn't it?
They're rocks, mate. They don't have
Makes
sex.
new rocks. You see.
Get your rocks off. Get your
Yeah.
rock, get your rock, get your
Soft
rock.
honey, get your rocks off, get your rocks.
Oh, dear, this is a
do
great
you-
show. I wish it was
Do you
going out
think
live.
it's a
it is.
troll?
Do you remember
It's
the
got
good
to
old
be.
days?
It's got to be. Look,
I thought it
two,
was.
Two schools
No.
of thought. A, it's a troll. B, they're just naturally that fucking untalented. and
No, because
stupid.
Leox was there from the beginning. There was Joe shouting about Leox from the beginning.
Yeah, Leox's gate.
That's
no,
the
he's
one.
actually-
Yeah, I mean,
isn't
with
he?
his hand on his hips, looking like a hairdresser from Camden. You know, it's just. Oh my god!
The name is
It's
based
embarrassing.
on Leo the X is gay, isn't it? Because it's just
Yeah.
a real of the letter.
Bad anagram.
So I don't think they're that stupid, really. Claudia Gray has actually written some Star Wars books before Disney took over, so she's not that stupid. So I think two things. One thing, they are trolling the fans and trying to aggravate people. And two, they're laughing at the blind idiots that will buy anything. So kind of a double-edged.
Yeah.
Yeah, the addicts.
It's a
yeah.
double win.
Yeah, but ultimately, people are not going to buy it. So a bit of an own goal. But I think
I've ordered my
they're more
copy.
happy with being paid. They must be being funded by blackmail billionaires or something. But
Yeah.
it seems that, for me, what I perceive this as is a destruction of Western
What's that got to
culture
do with it?
fundamentally.
As on the brain.
You're always subtly plugging your new record,
Oh, for
aren't you?
fuck's sake! I can't even use the word as in AS.
So you've just done it again.
Fucking
Fuck's sake,
scissoring.
fuck off!
Fucking scissoring.
Fucking scissoring.
Are you rolling up, Rolly?
Is Roly poly.
Rolling.
Yes.
Rolling.
Matt, are you still there, love?
I'm still
He's
here.
writing. It's a novel.
It's a fucking novel. No, I'm not finished yet. Thank you.
1 minute per page,
Ooh,
Matt.
what about
1
the
minute per
novel? Hey.
That's a script.
I know.
Problem.
I
Have
did-
you been on? Sorry, PD. Have you been on
No.
Az's channel?
On what channel?
Who?
Az's.
What?
No.
I thought he'd have you on.
Twice.
On Nerdrotic's channel for the.
I thought he'd have you on.
Did you?
He's having me on.
You're
What
making.
he's got-
You're
Got me
making
video
him
on
look
there, so I've deep faked one of the last scenes with me on Marilyn Monroe's face as a
I
talentless
noticed
hack.
that.
As a talentless hack, and then so in a way, yes, I have been, but not.
Is Jeremy's in that video as well for a second, isn't he?
Mhm.
From G&G.
We've got-
You got the
name
entire
checks.
Friday Night Tights crew on there actually, and the whole Lord of the Rings characters were there.
Cockney. You do know you've got
And
a
Ryan
name.
Kinnell as
I've got what?
Gollum.
Sorry, you
You've
have to
got-
wait for Problem to finish. Go on, now you may speak.
We'll
What?
be here all night.
We will. Yes.
You've got a name check on the end credits of his video. I have as well.
Have I?
So you didn't
No.
even. Oh, sorry. You wouldn't have got 4 minutes into it, would you? You'd have tailed off after
Yep.
about 10 seconds.
No, I fucked off after 5 minutes. So it must have been 5 minutes, 2 seconds.
It's only
Oh,
4
too
minutes
much reading.
long, I think.
We came up
Well, I
for a
watched
new
the first
idea.
minute twice.
We came up for a new idea for a Cockney show, a 5-minute review where he reviews the first 5 minutes of films,
Because that's all I ever watch.
and then the
I'll spend-
review in it.
ADHD
review-
reviews.
Yeah,
What?
and the review is 5 minutes as well.
Exactly. Just as long as the
I think
film.
it's a
So
winner.
there you go.
I think it's a winner.
Didn't Doom Cock do
Exactly.
something like that years ago.
Yeah, after I did.
Yeah. Patent that, mate. Patent that.
Yeah, he nicks all our ideas.
Blade Runner.
Speaking of Doomcock, anybody seen the?
Push
Fuck you! Fuck you! Did anybody see the new Doomcock video today?
Not yet.
Yeah.
No, I still haven't received my membership pack, by the way. 4 months, 3 days. No one's counting. Never mind. Moving on.
You'll never get that. Apparently, from a news source.
Yeah. Another
Um,
janitor.
yeah, it'd probably be the tea woman or something, or the canteen
Or
person.
Catherine Kennedy.
That is Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah.
Exactly. She's at the top court. So what's the rumor?
Apparently, she didn't go out of her way to destroy it. She wanted to be kind of be remembered as somebody.
Oh,
Who-
see,
you're
you've gone,
obsessed.
you've
See, I
gone
have
and
to
promoted
do it.
as his channel again.
As this, as that.
See,
help
see,
it. It's such-
see.
It's such a good video.
Can't win, Mr. Brownie, can you? You can't win.
Fucks.
Fucking scissoring. No, go on, Brown. Finish your thought, whatever it was.
Fucking scissoring.
It is catchy, isn't it? Catchy as fuck.
Fucking
No, I want-
scissoring.
We've got to get him to do one of us. Do all of our. Get a few sound bites from us. Problem. Make us famous. Make a better one with us. Oh,
With that-
What was I saying? Yeah, okay, Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Coffee for
she
Mr. Lucas, cappuccino for
she
Mr.
didn't
Spielberg.
want to go out of her way to destroy Star Wars.
Of course not.
She
It's
she
just,
wanted to kind
Fringe
of
benefit.
she
wanted
wanted
to
to take
appropriate it for feminism.
yes she wanted to kind of take the credit and kind of deny everything that George Lucas has done. Do you know what I mean? She wanted to kind of take it over as her own, but it's all basically
Yeah,
backfired
but
on
you
her.
need talent and creativity to do
Oh,
that,
yes.
and she doesn't
Spielberg
have
did,
it.
I
It's
You've got
narcissism.
more
It's
talent. You've got more
narcissism to
talent
think
than
that she
her.
can do better than George Lucas, who created it, for crying out loud.
There you
You're taking
go.
something that was
Boom.
already made for a specific audience which loved it, and you've thrown that audience under the bus, believing that you can do better and make it for little girls who aren't fucking interested on the whole. Of course, there are female fans of Star Wars, but they're fans of the old Star Wars,
Exactly.
which was made for like
For-
little boys, basically, and they loved that. And there's nothing wrong with that. You can't reinvent the bloody wheel. Just
The
that's
wheel.
what was made it.
The wheel.
Stop it.
I
Wheel.
made a new
Wheel.
wheel.
That's what made it
Square.
successful.
I
Keep
squared
doing
off the
that. That's what you
corners.
need to
No, it
do.
doesn't
Keep
go.
doing it.
Fucking scissoring.
That's it.
Fucking scissoring.
You need to get a safe word for him, Mr. Brown. You need to get a safe word.
Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
That'll do.
Fucking scissor.
Fucking scissoring.
Safe word. Do you know what? The two most extreme, double anecdote here, the two most extreme reactions I've had to bringing up the concept of a safe word to someone. One is, what's a safe word? Oh dear, my dear. And then the other extreme, I won't mention the name, Victoria, was, what the fuck do I need with a safe word? She was a brave
TMI.
girl.
TMI.
Hashtag autoerotic asphyxiation.
What is a safe word?
Hashtag
Oh,
Michael Hutchins.
God. Basically,
Safe
when
word.
you're having such intense sadomasochistic sexual violent sex, consensual of course, the moment that it goes too far, you've got to have a safe word. Basically, a basic safe word is stop it. Because
Mr. Brown's
one
naivety is great.
person's
Sheep.
sex is another person's
Sheep.
violence. God, what's that?
could be
Canadian Spider-Man in the chat with his 5
Sheep.
girlfriends.
That's where he gets his. That's where he gets his webs from, like wool. It's sticky wool
That's bad.
mixed with
Uh,
sperm.
Cruel
Birab.
Birab.
Says,
I
"Do
grew up
get
living
jabbed?"
next door to two girls who were half Indonesian.
And the love Star Wars, not they.
I think they love Star Wars.
Okay.
Women of two.
Well, they like women of colour. I don't blame them.
It's for everybody, but
Yeah.
if you make, I believe, if you make that kind of entertainment for young boys, that
Oh,
level of
young boys.
universality is inherent within that, because young boys in their kind of adventurous imagination speaks across the board. And
We
that's
are
for
those
girls
young
too.
boys.
That's for women of all races, men of all races, everyone. Once you kind of hone it down to entertainment that sparks the imagination of young boys, it's universal, because that imagination, I'm not saying little girls don't have imagination too, but it's a specific type of adventurous imagination.
Well,
that's
they belong in
usually
the
attributed
kitchen,
to
To be
boys.
fair, they belong in the
Um,
kitchen. Get your imagination. Make me a cup of tea, love.
Matt, do you have any thoughts about young boys?
Loaded question. You got away with words, Mr. Brown, haven't you?
It certainly does.
I was rehearsing that in my mind.
I
Sorry,
bet
Matt.
you were.
I've thoughts about myself because I was one at one point.
Exactly. Well, everyone on
Really?
this panel was a young
How-
boy
how lo-
once.
How long ago was that?
I don't. I've lost count. Don't.
Or were we? Mm.
Oh.
Oh, don't get onto Blade Runner.
Young replicants having some fun. Crazy Blade Runners on the run. Wise guys realize you got to take a blaster when you go out shopping.
Yeah.
See me Blade Running with the death by blaster shooting. Boo, 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 boo.
Mr. Brown, have you ever
Yes.
seen the Return of Spinal Tap?
Have I? Yeah, of course I have. Such
Yeah,
an
no, no,
amazing
no, no,
film.
no.
You know that guitar solo bit? know the
Go
guitar-
on.
Remember the guitar solo bit where they all go for the curry? We
It's
should
been
just
that
do
long since I've watched it.
We should just do that.
I thought that
Got
was
Fran Drescher in that. It was in The Nanny.
Fran
It was.
I
Drescher.
love Fran Drescher. I love The Nanny.
I've
thought
not
that was
watched
a
character
character
This is
Star
Spinal
Wars.
Tap for a long time. Such a great
Yeah.
film.
It goes up to
everybody.
11.
Yeah.
Everybody should watch Spinal Tap.
And of course,
Oh,
it featured The Rock from Star Wars, didn't
Okay,
it?
Cobra.
Like multiple versions of it as playing
Oh, yeah, on
Stonehenge.
the stage.
Yeah.
That was-
Oh yeah, the
Star
Stonehenge
Wars
thing.
link.
Fucking hell.
That was so
Actually, there's
funny.
one in Raiders of the Lost Ark as well, plugging that.
Oh
hole at the
Jesus!
beginning.
Did you see
Yeah.
the Stonehenge at the the Live 8 or whatever it was? It was hilarious.
18 inches tall or whatever it was.
Yeah,
Sort of 18
only
feet.
the two side posts came down, and the top didn't come down until the next song. I still can't get it right.
Yeah.
Stonehenge.
Oh Christ! Yeah, I love Spinal Tap.
Oh.
Out breath on 140.50. Now breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth.
Matt, are you still
Ah.
thinking about little boys?
Whatever I say, will incriminate me, isn't it? So I'm just going to shut up.
Yeah, exactly. Brown knows how to kill a conversation at Brown knows.
Killed.
Awkward
Killed.
moments.
You do know how to kill your own
Killed.
live stream. don't you, Brown?
How's the book going? Any progress since 90 minutes ago?
Not anymore.
A little bit here and there, but I'm staying off it at the minute because I'm laughing too much.
You can join in if you want.
It's the drugs.
I know
Everything's
it's
a drug.
difficult. I know it's difficult because Lee likes to hijack the fucking channel, but you can join in if you
Well,
want.
you made the mistake of inviting me
Of-
on.
I know.
Oh, he did.
Big
He
fucking
said he didn't, did he?
No, you
I know.
forgot.
Sorry, mate. Sorry.
Or did
Sorry.
he?
Now you
Was it
know
on
why.
purpose? Who knows?
Ah,
Sorry.
Well, listen,
I-
it makes a
um,
change from Courtney Spock interrupting everyone. So it's
What?
my turn.
What are you talking about? I don't interrupt. I'm not doing it now. I actually waited until there's a
Much.
second of silence. For
I'll have
goodness
some
sake.
speed and coke before I come on next time. That'll sort out the balance.
Yeah.
Stop showing the
Just
private
Just to
chat.
slow yourself down a bit.
Get the balance right.
Trying to get the balance right.
right. Nice. Depeche Mode.
Was that Mary Black, wasn't it? Irish
I thought it was
singer.
Depeche
You
Mode.
can't- whoa,
I
whoa,
thought
we
it was
can't say
Depeche
that.
Mode.
Ooh.
Mary,
You can't say
Mary,
that.
why you bugging?
Mary,
How's that novel? bro?
non-Caucasian.
You've got some lead characters there. That's
That's the one. That's what I was saying in chat to you the other day.
Protagonist journey is not such an easy
Protagonist
one.
Brian, who's maybe on a character's journey.
Become enemies. Few enemies become friends. No, that's his swap shop. You carry on. You deserve a break.
Oh, classic.
It's just it, isn't it?
It's been 3 years
Protagonist
now.
journey is not such an easy one.
So anyone who doesn't know what the fuck we're talking about, the PD Rich sent in the link a link to Stewie on Brian's novel. Where he's like, so how's the
Oh,
novel
yeah.
going? It's
That's one of the Best segment.
Fucking love
Any
Quentin
writer knows exactly. In fact, that's ahead of its time. That's talking about George R. Martin.
Oh yeah.
Few princesses,
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
Few dragons
Yeah.
start flying around. Someone
I'll,
sits on the
For the
throne.
peeps at home, I'll put that in the chat.
No, that's fine, George. You play with your train set for another 10 years. You fucking loser.
We all know how it's going to end, don't we? I came up with the ending.
I'll just, if we're talking
I've
about
got
Family
ending.
Guy, I'll just say everybody should
I-
check
I
out
did watch
Family
that. I
Guy.
did. HTT Pete.
Yeah.
How fucking good
Yeah.
was that?
Oh, that's
I
brilliant.
watched it last night.
How
yeah.
good was
I
that?
had watched it before. Yeah, it's so relevant.
Absolutely fucking spot on.
Pete in the service, yeah.
Yeah, HTT Pete.
When they get it
Fucking
right, they
super.
get it right. The other one
Oh,
I
yeah.
like, apart from the writing one, there's two that I like from Family Guy that are the best. The other one is the one we got that money? Got that money you owe me? Got money for fake mustaches? Buenos dias. What the deuce? Where's my money, Brian? That's
Stu and
just
Brian
good.
are the best. Stu and Brian together. Just
If anyone's ever loaned a fiver to a mate, that's so
Yeah.
fucking true. You've got to take the Stewie approach, get the blowtorch out. It's the only language they understand. Don't make a fool of me, man. Don't make a fool of me. Oh, geez, what the hell, Stewie? Just look up Family Guy, Where's My Money? Brilliant. I've got it on auto repeat every morning. Where's my
Cockney,
membership? Where's my
Are
membership?
you going to do?
You
Are
got
you
money
going to do
for
an
fake
after
Doctor Who
party?
characters? What? An after party? I think that the way we're going, if you cut it off at 2, let's all go back to mine afterwards. Yeah, fuck it, why not?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm
The
good.
safe word is no.
Shall we? We'll do till 2.
Yeah, and then
Do
we'll all
till
back to
2.
mine. What do you reckon, PD?
I'll,
Should we carry on mine.
You
Sure.
set a link up. I'll do my Spanish, and once I've finished that, I'll pop on. Yes.
Nah, no Spanish. You got to go straight in
No,
with the energy.
I've
Otherwise,
got to do it. I'll lose my streak if I don't do it, and I need to do it. It'll
It's
take me 10 minutes.
mojo. He's
Sí,
mojo.
señor. Sí, señor.
Mojo. That's Spanish for mojo.
Mojo. Mojita.
Mojito.
I can't speak
yeah.
a word of Spanish.
Well, that's
Sí,
not good.
señor.
And you're learning
I-
Spanish and you can't speak a word of Spanish.
Yeah,
That's-
I
I'd
know
ask
what the
for your
words
money
are.
Muy frío.
No, it's
Muy
free.
caliente.
Agua. Pronto.
Stay away from the aqua.
Catalingo.
Una mesa para 3 personas, por favor.
Yeah, I love the accent. You're honing that accent down.
You want to
Thank
do
you.
what to a dog?
Table for 3, please.
All right.
Mine's with the Esperanto.
Do you know
thing.
2 other people, or are you just wishful thinking?
No, you're not invited.
Tables are free.
Blaz.
Brown's putting a bit of weight.
Swap shop. He ain't coming because he's gonna say anyway. So
Yeah, I
He's
mean,
writing a novel.
Novel.
yeah,
He's got that
I am
big-
right.
I am smoking a book.
You've not got that novel finished there, Brian. I'm going to take it to the publishers, Brian.
Gone with the Birmingham. See what Stewie's now from Birmingham.
fucking Rex
Right there,
Harrison's
mate.
from Birmingham. All right, I'm from Birmingham.
I've written considerably more pages than you.
All right, swap shop. How am you? All right. I'm from the West Midlands.
And this should be emphasized to those who are foreign of nature, that there is no such thing as a British accent.
Hooray!
this-
Correct.
This accent that is being espoused on this channel now, the Brummie accent, is the most loathed accent in the UK. Love them, nice people, but generally that accent is frowned upon.
Dan
She's
Hadley,
out there.
leader,
Hello.
yeah.
Apart from Dan
Beverly from
Hadley, you can
Birmingham.
get away with it because he's got the voice of a DJ. So
Yeah.
there are
He's a
exceptions.
natural, isn't he, Dan? He's
Yeah,
a
he is.
natural.
Yeah, it's
No
all right,
offense,
Dan. Yeah,
Dan.
Yeah, he's all right. Yeah. Kind of all right.
But Birmingham King of the Geeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
I
gets a
started
pass.
with Rabbi and Dan, didn't I? My very first podcast was with Rabbi and Dan. On
There you
the
go.
Geek
And
Lord
you've
Over.
never recovered, have you?
No. I got dragged into everything else. And became
Oh, we need to get Rabbi on here at some point.
I've invited him, but it's down to is he 4 hours ahead
2
or
hours
is it a little bit?
Yeah.
2.
Yeah. I think he's 3 or 4 hours. No, I think 4 hours ahead. Maybe 3. I
Head
can't
behind.
remember. Yeah.
One of the
'Cause
two.
he is in Israel. So.
I've
Right, we'll
invited
see.
Cardinal Sin, but that hasn't got me very
We'll
far.
see if we
has
can
it?
get him on then. Yes, this week maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring the controversy. Get all the that'd be 2 priests. Get Christopher Miller on as well. Father Miller. You'll have 3 priests for the price of none. Brilliant.
Well, try for next week because like Tuesdays for me are so much better. That's if you
Okay.
want me on, of course.
Is that the
you-
one day that
You're always
not
on.
channel
You're always
swapping?
invited. mate.
Because like
Um,
every other day of the week is kind of like I'm committed already. I have been for at
You need
least over a
committing.
year. So I do. Been
I
asking,
do.
but no one's interested in slapping me away. Please.
Slapping you away. Oh, that reminds me. Actually, we need you for another Right Club at some point. Problem. We need to
Yeah.
Squeeze that in.
Well, I need
later
to
this
do my
week,
little
maybe.
short story from the suggestions like that Sklavko and PD Rich put out. I need to
Yeah.
decide.
Remember, that's your thing. That's nothing to do with me. But you go.
Well,
Go
I
for your
think you're
life.
letting the team down. I really
Well,
do.
yeah, that's it. It's my channel. You come on with a silly idea, and I'm letting the team.
It was a good idea. A right
Well,
club
that's
that
it,
doesn't have writing in it is not really a right club.
Nah,
is
At
that's
the
a straw
moment,
man
it was-
argument. No,
it's not.
no,
It
I'd
is
like
not
to.
a straw man argument.
If I may answer the point. Oh yes, it is. Oh,
Is
no,
that
it
a mock
isn't. Oh yes,
really
it is. No, because they should be writing on Right Club. I think fuck the exercises. Let's just get on straight to an actual project. I mean, mate, Paul Swapshop there with his fucking 800-year-long novel. Don't give him an exercise; it will take even longer. Fuck the exercises. Let's do scripts. Let's do novels. Let's get on to the real
It's going to be a
thing.
trilogy by the time Slotshot finishes.
Yeah, but it might be the inception of an idea. You
Well, that's
see?
why I'm letting you do. I'm letting you do it.
Oh, I
Do it.
see.
Yeah. So
Okay.
yes, because I'm not a counsellor. So you go on with your idea properly. It's your Right Club too. It might be my channel, but it's our Right Club. Speaking of which, Brown, how's your shopping list trilogy going?
It's
very
not.
much. Okay,
Sorry.
that's all right. We
Sorry,
don't
I'm
mind.
just shit.
Little stack of papers getting there. Little
Right, mate.
couple of asparaguses on the list there,
All that
maybe.
now, mate, don't worry about it.
Bit of blue cheese.
Cockney, can you read PD Rich's message?
Yeah, probably not out loud though, but you can read
No,
it.
no, you'll dock
Oh,
someone.
where is it? Is it in the chat or the private chat? Where am I
Private,
going?
private.
Yeah,
Okay.
that will dock
Don't say
someone. No.
Yeah, no, I know that from because we. Used to
I
be,
was
that's our
invited
thing.
onto his channel.
That is true.
Wow.
It's no, he does. It's quite ironic, really, because well, it's that that the best fallouts are by people that were best friends. We got each other onto YouTube, funnily enough. So we
Wow.
started each other's YouTube careers, but then we fell out because he's an idiot and I'm a genius. That's the most objective way I can
PD,
put it.
have you been on his channel?
No, I mean, he keeps posting it in the Doomcock's Army and Post-Kick Singularity, but that's about it.
He
But,
doesn't listen. He doesn't listen.
That's why I like him. No, I'm still for the record because I'm not being negative. I want him on my channel because hug it out, you bitches, is our policy. If we can't be together as a community,
editor, if you don't listen, it's like, God,
that's no comment.
what?
Yeah,
I read your book. I read your book, Cockney, but I didn't take it in. So
I
here's my
was
feedback.
invited a couple of Sundays ago, and nah,
You
not for
didn't
me.
go.
Even though Robert Meyer Burnett was on the stream as well. So
It was his birthday stream, wasn't it?
yeah,
Yeah,
Cardinal's birthday stream,
I liked his hat. So if you're out there, Cardinal, which you are, because I did a 90-minute special on Cardinal just 12 hours ago. So
Real Honis, this is for
he's
you.
welcome.
This is obviously for you, Cockney. Can you
You
read it?
suck. I'm the greatest. Are you Freddie Prinze Jr. in disguise? Are you Freddie? Are you Freddie? Are you Freddie in disguise? Yeah, no, I like that kind of comeback. No, you are. What am I?
Freddie Prinze Jr. once a man, 3 times a child.
Nice.
Is
Hey,
he
dog.
really in his late 50s?
What?
Yeah, Lillard is as well. Matthew Lillard, I saw him the other day. Really
You
old
can't
now.
call yourself junior after you're age 50. That's ridiculous.
I don't think he ever grew up, though, Freddie Prinze.
Actually, I never grew up either, so that's probably why he and I get along so well, judging from our
Are you gonna,
exchange.
You should invite him on. Keep
I did.
badgering him.
No,
Ask
I
him
don't
again.
badger. That's my policy. Same with Ellis. You get one invite.
Once a week. Just a message once a week.
No, look, you do
Please-
the
please
pussy
come on.
can't take no approach, Brown.
Please,
That's
do me
your
a favour,
game.
Cockney. Can you ask him when Wing Commander 2's out?
All right. Was that Brown Wing Commander?
Wing Commander 2. Ask him when Wing Commander 2's can be
Right.
released.
Note to self. When is Brown Wing Commander coming out? All right, noted.
Oh, yeah. Love to know when the second film's coming out. Never.
Exactly.
When did that come out? That must have been 20 odd years ago.
I know. Terrible, though. If you played the video game, it's absolutely terrible, the movie was.
Wasn't Luke in that? I mean, the Joker. I mean, Hamill.
No,
Was he
Lillard
Wing
was in it.
Commander? Or was it someone else?
Yeah,
Was it-
Luke,
what-
Luke was in the good game version. It's not the crap movie version.
Right. Yeah. The game.
Can I hear ducks or cows?
I thought I heard wheezing.
Yeah. No,
What's
it is.
that?
Sounds of the countryside. It
It's
is
not
one of the cow.
It's the sound of the Terminator.
Yeah. No, it's a bit Silence of the Lambs. If I know my
Get to
rural
the
knowledge.
chopper.
It's the dairy cows crying out for their children that they get separated from. It's quite
Fuck
sad,
you,
actually.
asshole.
Exactly. It's not a tumor. Indeed.
I can hear the
Okay.
cows. Yeah.
That's a good microphone after all, then, isn't it? Can't hear me, but you can pick up a cow 2 fields away.
Is
They're
that
not
your
plugged
new
in,
mic?
Ian.
No, it's not. I still haven't plugged it in. It's too busy. Busy.
Fucking hell.
2 broadcasts a day, a recreation of 2 separate recreations of Rourke Drift at 2
Get to the
different
meat
scales,
grinder.
and a big one for Izandawana, plus historical videos, plus Rebecca Gold queued up, plus Tango Shalom. I am going to have to
Do it-
mix them together. Tango Gold and Rebecca
I
Shalom.
think you should do a 5-minute 5-minute review of Rebecca Gold and post it.
All right, then I will.
That's
No, I
your
am.
challenge.
I've committed
That's
to
your
it on
challenge.
Twitter.
That's your challenge.
I've warned Burnett I'm going to do a review of Tango Shalom. So this is, if you're out there, Mega Geek, you're not busy with
5-minute
corporate
review.
videos. Yeah, no, both of them are going to get a full review because they both submitted, if you like, their films to me to watch. So I'm like, well, you asked for it, you're going to get a full review. There you go. Hope they like it. So yeah, Burnett's already crapping his little knickers, but I promise to be kind.
Yeah,
I
we need to
kinda
get
worship
Rob.
him.
We need to get Rob on here at some point.
Only after
Preferably.
1,000 subscribers, you got to earn your Rob on my channel. I'm not even going to bother the man until I got
Yeah, I
1,000
don't understand that. I
subscribers.
got Cockney a few more subscribers, but it didn't work for you, Brown. Really weird.
Probably don't like me.
You've got more. We've got little friends.
I think that the problem is you've got X amount of channels called Mr. Brown. It's just like really difficult to find unless you got the
You should
link.
be getting lots of Stone Roses fans. We should really have the identical number. Actually, basically, we should have the same subscribers.
Do you think
Almost
I
the same
need to?
channel.
I need to address that then, don't I?
You need
Because
to name and
I-
address.
Well, you
the
need to do it
search.
sooner than later. Before, you don't want to change it halfway through.
Ah,
I couldn't even find my own channel, so yeah, right, it's probably right. Are we going to wrap up there, guys? So we've got 4 minutes. I'll just say to everybody in the chat, cheers for sticking with us, guys. Good numbers tonight. Everybody stuck with us, so I hope
that's because it's been
yeah,
hilarious.
yeah. I hope you had as much fun as we did.
It's
I
like
always-
jazz. We
Oh,
had
I
the
just
most
see
fun.
Quarter Black Garrett commented on the video saying, "Wait, did you make me Frodo?" Like, yes. Oh, bless him.
fucking scissoring.
Frodo.
I'll just say
Frodo.
to everybody in the chat, I always say this: we
Oh,
are
actually,
nothing without you
without you.
guys. So
But apparently,
we-
there is going to be, like with the Wizard of Oz, there was a quote unquote African American version called the Wiz. They're going to do the same with Lord of the Rings. It's going to be Afrodo.
Frodo.
So I just came.
Brilliant.
wah, wah, wah,
Wah.
wah.
Make it a
sounded funnier
musical.
in my head. There was too much build up for that one, wasn't there?
Cockney, are you going to set an after party up?
Closed-ended question. No. Yeah, all right.
Thing
then.
is, we've
you're
had a
invited.
steady
So
stream
So PD,
of
well, actually, that's about the toilet.
viewers.
So PD, if you direct message tweet me, I'll tweet you back an invite. 'cause they
I'm not
bust-
on Twitch yet, so Mr. Brown knows where I am, though.
All right,
All right,
twat, can you-
I'll sort that out for
twat,
you.
can you
okay.
forward that? Not twat, Brown. Oi, Brown
That's
twat. Can you
charming,
forward-
isn't
Maybe I should call the
forward
channel
invite?
Twat.
Brown twat.
Mr. Twat.
Twat.
Just call it channel safe word.
That's it.
Twat channel.
Or twat if you're posh.
Teach
Yeah,
me
twat.
that time.
Exactly. The Benevolent
Or I could just
Association.
call it the problem
Gatekeeping
being
twats.
channel
Yeah, I prefer that actually.
because it's practically that anyway. So
Gatekeeping twat. It's twat. It's gatekeeping twat, actually. Just, I'll
right
tell
then,
you what,
boys.
quick one to wrap up. I'll do.
I'm
I'll do
sorry,
a punch-
sorry, my
I'll
channel.
do-
Sorry.
I'll do, all right, don't sorry about that now. I'll do.
No, go on,
do
go
a
on, mate.
pu- I'll do a punchline without the setup. And so this journalist from the New York Times said to me via my mum, "It's the failing New York Times, actually." That's it. No setup. That was anyway. All right, thanks. It's not funny without the setup, but I was going to say it's the failing New York Times, actually. Like that's actually what they want to be known as. Anyway, so come back to my channel, everyone, for a bit of fun.
For more of that.
Brown, do a swap shop. Just come on in, so we've got your logo up there, and then just ignore us while you do your Spanish. That way you can hear us
It
take the
will-
piss out of you.
That's what it's all about, isn't it? Taking the piss out of Brown.
Yeah, well, everybody, but you, well, because I like
Maybe
you
taking the piss out of
you the
Brown
most.
channel. Taking the piss out of Brown
Call
channel.
it Skidmark.
Oh, nice.
Brown stains.
Skid.
Brown Stains, aka the latest script by Ruin Johnson.
Set of
Amazing.
Set of bastards.
On that note, okay, well, all right, I'm going to start broadcasting immediately because if I stop, then I'll probably just pass out through adrenaline overdose.
If I don't eat something, I'll
Problem,
die.
you're coming on. You're my wingman, Prob. If you're
Oh,
not
I
on
need,
Prob,
I need
Courtney.
food.
Give it
Problem.
15 minutes. Set it up,
All right.
15 minutes,
All right.
and people can
All
do
right.
the ablutions. All right.
all right.
So
Problem,
I'll say
are
to
you gonna-
everybody in the chat, thanks for
Nope.
sticking with us, guys. Cockney's going to do something on his channel in 15 minutes, if you're up for that.
Yeah, it's the
Um,
Cardinal Sin Hour.
We will be around at some point tomorrow, probably reviewing Superman and Lois, because that's on tonight. So we're kind of looking forward to that. So 2 hours of quality this time, guys. Problem being, thank you.
Thank you.
Swap
Thank
shop.
you.
Yes, Brian.
PD Rich, thank you, sir.
Thanks for having me on board, Mr. Brown.
You're very welcome, mate. Cockney, Wockney, Spockney, Wockney. Cheers, mate.
Bollocks.
Indeed. All the regulars in the chat. It's been wonderful. We'll see you next time. Take care,
See you next
guys.
Tuesday.
Bye.
See you next Tuesday.
Bye.
Fucking scissoring. Fucking